This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the pirate nation. Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
You can paint this with purple!
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to Pirate Radio Live here on a Thursday. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios and coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We are on 1250, 930. You can find us online, pr927fm.com. And also watch us on YouTube and Facebook Live. You can check out the show there. Got some in-studio guests on the way later on in today's program, so you can check us out. And join in on the show by chiming in on Facebook and on Twitter as well. You can chime in via at PR927FM or at Tweeting Clip, at Tweeting Shirls, or at Chan PR927. That's it. All right, good deal. Big Dog here as well. Shirley, Chandler, welcome. How you folks doing?
What's up, Clipper?
Good to see you.
I was about to be very upset with you because you always seem to forget my Twitter handle.
Well, it's like a phone number. You used to have to remember them by heart, as they say, and now you just plug them into your phone. So, you know, instead of typing in your at every time I tweet you, I just type in Chan and find you that way.
You know what?
So it's nothing personal.
I need to make sure. Yeah, Chan PR927.
There you go. So I got it. I figured it out. All right. We'll hear from Chandler, Shirley, as we move along in today's program. Coming up in a little bit, we will talk to Brian North, WCTI 12. He'll join us on the Fixed NC Live line, talk about what's going on in the world of sports at 4 o'clock. It's another position preview. Today we will preview the 2021 ECU running backs. This is something we do every year, and it's pretty pointless when you look back at last year because I'm pretty sure Igoe and I talked about Penix. I know we talked about Chase Hayden quite a bit, and he fumbled. Was it in the first game last year when he fumbled the football and didn't do much after that? And Demetrius Mooney, who was the leading rusher the previous year. I know Steven was high on Rajay Harris. We didn't know much at all about Keaton Mitchell. And, of course, the story was Harris's great freshman year and what Keaton Mitchell was able to do. So we know about that 1-2 punch for 2021. What is behind Harris and Mitchell? We'll talk about that today with Igoe as we'll break down the running back position. He'll join me at 4 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, Troy D will be alongside, and we'll get you ready for the Coney Island Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest. We'll talk to the CEO of Major League Eating, Rich Shea. He'll join us on the Fixed NC Live line. I need to pull up the odds here. Is anybody going to touch Joey Chestnut in 2021? He is the GOAT. He is the greatest of all time. And we'll see if there are any competitors that can match Joey Chestnut here, I guess coming up on Sunday on July 4th, one of our nation's greatest traditions, the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest. Let's see if there's some odds out here. Joey Chestnut, good grief.
Isn't there a guy named Matt Stoney that kind of gives him a run for his money every year?
Yeah. Joey Chestnut versus the field is minus 3,040. If you can take anybody other than Chestnut to win and get it for plus 1306, so basically like bet $10 to win 130, and anybody else other than Chestnut can win. Mm-hmm. That is how much of a favorite Joey Chestnut is.
My God. Coming
up on Sunday. So we'll see who the top competitors are to the king, to the king's crown there in Joey Chestnut. All right, let's get to the rundown here on a Thursday and look at some things that are making headlines. One thing making headlines for sure is the NIL, name, image, likeness. There's an article on ESPN.com that does kind of a bullet points on what is name, image, likeness, and it just allows a college athlete to make a little cash on their name, their image, their likeness, and how can they go about doing this? They can, cut a commercial for a local business. They can sign autographs. They can have branding. And we've already seen some examples of this, including with East Carolina's own Holton Ahlers. Now, I believe this was a company started by Ahlers' family. It's been around a little while, but it's built when broken, and they have products. You can look at the story on the page. It says, our story is like millions of people's stories across the world. BWB was founded in times of brokenness when we needed somewhere to look to give us hope. In 2017, our founder, Holton Ahlers' best friend, passed away at the age of 21, and they made Built When Broken. Now, Ahlers, I haven't really heard him talk about this. He has tweeted it out today. And also, I've already said, like, for some people, this is the end of the world as we know it. For others, it's whatever, business as usual. Holton Ahlers is not only looking out for himself here financially, but his teammates. He tweeted 9 minutes ago that in the next week or so, there will be an option to enter a code at checkout if you buy some of their merch. You will be able to choose to put in your favorite player on our team's last name and jersey number. This will get that player 10% of whatever the checkout price was. So he's helping out the crew.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So look, there's going to be a lot of negative effects to this because people always bend the rules in every way you possibly can in life, going 50 and a 45, whatever the smallest rule breaking out there, all the way up to the biggest. And people will take advantage of this, teams, boosters, players, and I don't know how it's going to be policed in the future. But, I mean, there's also a lot of good that will come from this. Athletes, we talked about it with Bryce Williams yesterday. If he wanted to pick up some pocket change while he was a tight end at ECU, he could have been a spokesman for a bait and tackle shop or something like that. So
this is Bryce Williams.
Yeah, I mean, and look, if somebody makes a shirt with Holton Ahlers' face on it and sells it and makes money, shouldn't Ahlers get a cut of that?
Isn't that a part of this kind of
this
deal?
I think that's fair for an athlete to get paid if their face or name is on a shirt or a jersey.
This means that stores across town and maybe outside of town could be selling jerseys with players' names on the back. Is that correct, or am I wrong about that?
Yeah, I would assume so. I mean, and we talked about that with Bryce yesterday, how back when he played, I don't think there was an 80 jersey available to buy, but there certainly was a 2 and a 5 for Hardy and Carden. Now, their names weren't on the back because that would have been, that's not right. But now that players can get a cut of it, why not sell a Rajay Harris or a Holton Ahlers jersey and give them a percentage of it?
I think that would be sick.
Yeah.
Students wearing, or not just students, but fans in general. And I think that would be popular within the student population.
Definitely. You'd see the boneyard full of
Rajay Harris jerseys,
Tyler Snead, CJ Johnson,
some Mitchell jerseys.
Chandler's going to get a Gyro Wilson jersey.
Yes, absolutely. That's my first purchase.
I hope Travion Freshwater's
the
doing
zero with the Wilson on the back.
How cool would a jersey be with Freshwater on the back of it?
That would be cool.
Yeah. So I
mean, you can rock it to a party. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be a lot like not really, but like a National Football League atmosphere on game days, probably. Like you're tailgating. Hey, sweet Ahlers jersey you got on. Oh, I love your Rajay Harris jersey. Where'd you get it? Oh, I got it at Dowdy student stores.
Yeah.
So it's going to be different, but it's going to be fun, I think.
Former Pirate Jaden Gardner says he's excited to be a part of the StockRisers.com family. He says, this season I'll have a weekly blog checking in with you, the fans. Looking forward to joining the Stock Risers team. So Jaden Gardner is going to, I guess, get paid to have a blog about what's going on in the Virginia basketball programs. There's a lot of different ways that athletes can take advantage of this. It will not affect every athlete. I've seen. Go ahead.
That's a jersey that would sell too if he was still in town. A Jaden Gardner basketball jersey, no doubt about it.
I guess I missed out on my opportunity to get a Pig jersey. What a shame.
I know.
What a shame. Although I am a Brandon Suggs guy.
He could have done some branding with pigs. Something
Definitely.
like that.
Hey, with Parker's Barbecue.
There you go.
Pig Jackson would have been a perfect candidate.
Awesome. Maybe like an order. Maybe make that like an order name, like a combo.
Hey, let's get a 3XL Brandon Suggs jersey at UBE tomorrow, and I'll buy it.
Okay. I was thinking Tristan Newton.
You're a Newton guy?
I like Tristan Newton.
All right. I'm a Brandon Suggs guy. All right, so there is that. Look, I don't know how all this is going to play out and happen and what's going to be the end game here, but you're not going to listen to me if you're freaking out, but don't freak out. Just relax. Change is scary, but it's not always bad. It's not always good, but why worry yourself on something that has not happened yet? Why, you're thinking of a lot of negative hypotheticals out there. Let's just, let's let it happen and see what happens. That would be my advice.
I agree. Just let it ride out.
That's all I got.
And trust the process.
All right. Joel Embiid. All right. So there is that. If you have thoughts on it, you can chime in 317-1250 or leave a note there on Facebook Live or on Twitter. All right, I watched a little bit of the College World Series last night, Game 3, because we were at A.J. McMurphy's. We had sports trivia, so the game was on the big screen, and it was over before it started, to use a Mark Lindsay line.
Yeah.
The Mississippi State Bulldogs took it to Vanderbilt and Kumar Rocker. He left the game in, the fourth or the fifth?
Somewhere
maybe
around
the
there.
Fourth. And Mississippi State just poured it on, had a no-hitter going throughout a lot of that game. And that is the first national championship that school has ever won.
Congratulations.
Crazy to think about in any sport. So Mississippi State, the champions. I am glad it played out that way, just because Vanderbilt got that free pass to the championship. And I've even seen a lot of Mississippi State fans say that it's great we won. I'm going to take the trophy, but we should have been playing NC State. So NC State's name's still coming up.
Did you see the player that hit the home run and threw up the Wolfpack sign while he was rounding first?
Oh, you know what? I think I saw a picture of that and didn't register what was that. I didn't read the caption or anything.
Well, see, the thing is that I didn't recognize it because, first of all, it looked like he was going like this, more like a hook 'em horns.
Yeah.
But a lot of State fans are assuming that it was and it probably was. I mean, considering the situation surrounding the College World Series Finals. But a lot of State fans, were posting about it like, this is awesome, paying homage to us who probably should be there. They're playing for us. But at first I didn't recognize it. I thought it was just like and you also, that's I Love You, which Bryce Harper does when he hits a home run, right?
Yep.
And so I didn't know, but apparently it's the Wolfpack sign, so that was pretty cool.
Who does Bryce Harper love?
I guess the fans.
Do you think he's talking to you when he does that?
Not anymore now that he's not in Washington.
That's true. I thought you loved me. Where are you going? John Moody with a question. He says, this may be a question for Igoe. Let's say ECU makes a post on social media saying 12 days until kickoff and uses a picture of Holton wearing his number 12 jersey from a previous game. Will they have to compensate him? I'm going to say no on that one. It's just a photo. Like, what if we use a photo of Holton Ahlers that we've taken in the past and Big Dog post a 12 days to kick off with a Holton Ahlers picture? I mean, that's we're not gaining anything off that. I don't think that is an example of when you have to compensate an athlete. If so, we're going to have to change the way we post pictures around here.
Yeah.
Or we're going to be doling out a lot of money. But no, I don't think that would be the case on that. We'll talk about that with Igoe coming up at 4 o'clock when he joins us for our position preview. All right, let's get see what's going on the baseball diamond for former Pirates and current Pirates. Shirley, do you have any updates on ECU players in the minors and also wood bat summer ball going on right now?
Yeah, actually, I've got updates on both. Mike Wright pitched for the Charlotte Knights last night, and
Mike Wright, Charlotte Knights last night.
He had the right stuff because he went 7 innings, allowed 4 runs on 5 hits, struck out 5, and the Knights beat the Norfolk Tides 7-4, which, by the way, also has another former ECU Pirate on that team. Sean Armstrong pitches for the Norfolk Tides. Dwayne William Sutton was in action last night for the San Antonio Missions. However, he went 0 for 2 as the Missions got shut out last night 4-0 by the Corpus Christi Hooks. Bryant Packard had a decent game last night. He was 2 for 6 as the Whitecaps beat the Peoria Chiefs 9-4. Trey Benton was on the mound for the Lynchburg Hillcats last night. He only went an inning and 2/3, but he allowed 2 runs on 2 hits and he struck out 3. Spencer Brickhouse was in action with the Hillsboro Hops last night. However, he only had 2 plate appearances and drew walks on both of those plate appearances. Alec Burleson played for Springfield last night. They had a doubleheader, and they lost both games. Alec only played in game 1. He went 0 for 4 as they lost to the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. So that is our minor league report. And the Woodback Leagues, in the Coastal Plains League, Alec Makarevich, AMAC went off as he hit basically what ended up being the winning home run in the top of the 9th inning as he hit a blast over the right field wall, and the Sharks beat the Morehead City Marlins 8-7. AMAC finished 3 for 5 with 2 runs scored and 3 RBIs. Nate Nabolts, did I pronounce that correctly? Nabholz, yeah. He also made an appearance, 2 2/3 innings pitched. He allowed 3 hits and struck out 5 in that game. In the Cal Ripken League, the Bethesda Big Train walloped the Southern County Braves 19-2. Riley Johnson was 2 for 2 with an RBI, and Josh Groves went 2 innings and struck out 5 in his appearance last night.
Nice.
And in the Valley League, it was the Woodstock River Bandits over the Purcellville Cannons 11-2, and C.J. Boyd had 1 lone plate appearance. He drew a walk in that game. And by the way, doesn't have anything to do with baseball, but Harold Varner III is in action with the Rocket Mortgage Classic in Detroit. That game, Harold was slated to tee off at 12:30 today, but they have been under a weather delay, so they just resumed play. And they're going to resume play in about 10 minutes. And but he is currently sitting at 1 under and tied for 50th place.
All right, there you go. Well, Shirley just took one of our.
Oops, sorry, I didn't. I wasn't looking at the rundown, so sorry.
No,
scroll on down.
No problem at all.
Go down to Madden 22 there, Chandler.
There is another golf story out there today.
Oh, is that right?
That Bryson DeChambeau and his caddy have parted ways.
Interesting.
And it happened like right before the start of this tournament. So, I don't know. We'll talk more about this with Greeny coming up Friday.
His caddy doesn't hit the shots for him that when he's hitting it left and right into the woods.
Sassy take there, Chandler.
I'm just saying.
Bryson DeChambeau told ESPN that he and his caddy Tim Tucker are taking a break. He
Sounds
says,
like a relationship.
Yeah, they're taking a little break. Tucker has not quit. They will spend some time apart.
We were on a break.
So he does have a Ben Showman will caddy for DeChambeau at the Rocket Mortgage Classic. So just a break. They might get back together. You know, it's hard to keep.
But he's seeing somebody else.
Yeah,
That's never good.
They're going to see other people for a little while. Sometimes, you know, you go off to summer camp, you meet a fling for a week or two, and then you come back and you get back with the old flame. So it happens. These young kids and their hearts. All right, why are we discussing Madden 22? Because I saw something hilarious today. So they always look for, like, I don't know, Madden's been the same game, which I hadn't played or got it in.
It's been the same game for about the past 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, and they're always looking for new ways to innovate, whether it be how the quarterback throws the ball to the receiver, or, you know, the graphics get better, but they don't really change that much. And so this year they're doing a home field advantage for teams. And I was looking at, okay, so different teams have different things. Chandler, you brought my attention to a cool one that the Saints have.
Yeah.
On away team third, fourth down conversion attempts, a random receiver will have an incorrect route when he lines up in pre-play.
So you have to pay attention to see who's running well, first of all, you have to look at all the routes and then find out. It's going to be a lot more thinking, which is going to make the game more fun.
So that is due.
So Michael Thomas could probably go out and get a wrong route. Or no, I'm sorry. No, it would be the away team. So DJ Moore
correct
could be running the wrong route for the Panthers.
Yeah, and that is due to a rowdy home environment there at the Superdome. The Panthers is very generic. It's just the home team has more stamina during plays. No, I don't know.
Keep pounding.
Yeah. The Dolphins is called Made in the Shade. The home team fatigues slower. So I guess the away team is not used to that Miami heat down there in Florida. The funny one is my team, the Washington football team, who have really no home field advantage when it comes to a crowd because FedEx Field sucks. The team has been bad, although it looks like they are turning that around with Ron Rivera and one of the top defenses in the NFL. But they do have an advantage. Although this is a disadvantage to Washington in real life and the opposing team, it is an advantage in the game. Their home field advantage is called unstable ground. The away team has increasingly hard time changing directions. Basically, they are pointing out that Washington has an awful playing surface. Now, luckily, they have only had 2 home playoff games since 2000, so you haven't been able to see this wonderful field in January. But if you remember the game where RG3's leg broke off his body, the field was awful there for that game against Seattle in 2012 in January in the playoffs. Or I guess that would be 2013, the 2012 season. So Madden is basically pointing out that Washington has a crappy playing surface, and that is the home field advantage for the Washington football team. It's not that the fans are loud. It's not the imposing environment. It's that their groundskeeper sucks and their turf sucks. I love it.
So the turf monster will come out.
It is the most accurate and funny thing I've seen in a long time. So thank you, Madden.
Here's a funny one.
All right.
Home field advantage for the Houston Texans is that the away team gains advantage just by showing up. # poor David Culley.
That is not a real one.
No.
But
I just wanted to throw a poor David Culley in there.
Yeah, Glenn said that Houston should get an advantage on the road because, they're not going to have the advantage at home. You got to give them an advantage somewhere.
Yeah.
Poor David Culley. And real quick, we'll wrap it up and get to Brian North. The Suns have moved on to the NBA Finals.
CP3.
They await the winner of Atlanta and Milwaukee. The Bucks will be at home tonight playing without Giannis.
Yeah, that was a gruesome-looking injury the other night, the hyperextension to his left knee. It was one of those deals where you watched it and it was like, all right, I'm not going to watch that again. It was actually one of those deals where the broadcasters were like, all right, we're not going to show that again. It was that gruesome. Luckily, Giannis had no ligament damage and is only out indefinitely. So, very lucky.
And break up the Baltimore Orioles, a team that didn't win a road game for over a month, go on the road and sweep the Astros. They've won 3 in a row. They'll be off tonight. We'll have more O's baseball for you coming up on Friday. But congratulations to the O's fans out there. You deserve a little success this year after what has been a brutal year so far for Baltimore. All right, let's get a break in. We'll come back. Brian North joins us on the other side. We'll talk more about the NIL and other things going on in the world of sports. When North joins us on Pirate Radio Live, we are back with you after this.
The Tupper River Bandits are back, and this year we'll have a full season, and all fans are welcome this year. Come watch some of the best collegiate baseball around with over 20 Division I players on this active roster looking to compete at a high level. We have a family-friendly atmosphere, awesome stadium, food and drink specials, plus the coldest beer on the East. Come do something different with the family this summer with the Tarboro River Bandits. 29 home games to choose from. Tickets available at the gate or online at TarboroRiverBandits.com.
The best place in Greenville to unwind after work and have fun is AJ McMurphy's. AJ's has daily food and drink specials and an awesome patio perfect for some outdoor dining. Stop by AJ's on Monday for open mic, music on the patio on Tuesday, sports trivia with me, Clip Brock, on Wednesdays, and music bingo on Thursday. AJ McMurphy's, Turnberry Square at Bells Fork, and on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat.
When fun finally returns, Bud Light legends don't just come back. They come roaring back, carrying a cooler full of Bud Lights, an inflatable dolphin, and those Velcro pads with the balls that stick to them. And this summer, with a cooler at their side, they're gonna make up for all the fun we've missed. Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers. Cooler up at BudLightLegends.com. Enjoy responsibly. 2021 AP Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Ahoy, mateys! To keep those cars clean, you need the Pirates Cove Fast Pass.
Greenville's original express car wash is now offering a fast pass for as low as $19.99. That's one pass, 4 locations, and unlimited washes. Visit us in Greenville on Fire Tower Road, Memorial Drive, and East 10th Street, and also in New Bern on Glen Burnie Road. And by popular demand, Pirates Cove on Fire Tower Road is now offering interior cleaning.
So we have you surrounded. Pirates Cove, the official car wash partner of ECU Athletics.
Hey Pirate fans, it's time to get that yard done right with the new John Deere mower from Quality Equipment. Our premium lawn care lineup is what every homeowner needs this spring. A John Deere will change the way you mow with easy-to-use attachments, effortless steering, and intuitive controls. Right now, save up to $700 on X300, X500, and X700 series mowers. Learn more at QualityEquip.com and get quality done right. Offer ends 10/29/21. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
In studio today with Tony Edwards from AG Home Solutions. And Tony, you love to help people remodel spaces or even do new construction.
We do, and we also can help people find financing when they want to do projects like this. And so we partner with folks like Joey Barrow with Annie Mac Mortgage.
And Joey's in studio with us as well. And Joey, people have a lot of financing questions to be able to help reach the home of their dreams, whether it's remodel or new construction.
No matter how large or small the project may be, we have options for you. Even if you have credit concerns, we provide guidance to help you get the home of your dream or turn the home that you currently have into the home of your dream.
Joey, how can folks get up with you?
You can call us today at 917-8400, or you can go to our website at greenville.annie-mac.com.
And Tony, what about if people have renovation questions? How can they get up with AG Home Solutions?
You can contact us at 947-2526 or check out our website at aghomesolutions.com.
Thanks again to Tony Edwards from AG Home Solutions and Joey Barrow from Annie Mac Mortgage joining us today.
Hey Birdland, experience an Orioles game this season with the convenience and privacy of your very own suite. Choose from an array of options and prices to gather with family and friends or entertain clients. Each suite features climate-controlled interior seating, a private restroom, and comfortable outside seating. Plus, enjoy the best views of Camden Yards. Suites can accommodate 8 to 22 guests. Capacity is limited, so select your dates and purchase tickets now. Learn more about single-game suites at Orioles.com/suites.
Pirate Radio.
And you write that down, because when you're at East Carolina, you go for it every time. Or you don't coach at East Carolina, you don't come to East Carolina, you don't play at East Carolina with a weak heart. Write it!
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's for the best Mexican food and fun in Greenville. Come and enjoy favorites like shrimp tacos, steak and chicken fajitas, burritos, enchiladas, ACP, and more. Follow Chico's on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. states. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's for dine-in or to go. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live and clip as we head back into the show. Adam Schefter just tweeted out that the NFL is fining the Washington football team $10 million as a result of the league's investigation into the team's culture. The money will be donated to charity.
All right, for the culture.
For the culture.
Good.
The
Culture is
team.
fine.
Way to go, Dan Snyder.
And Tanya Snyder.
Now Tanya is involved as well as the CEO there in Washington. So $10 million.
The train wreck continues.
The money will be donated to charity. Just the Snyders are the gift that keeps on giving. And we actually have a pretty good football team on the field now, but just so much idiocy surrounding the franchise. Trying to clean it up, I guess. Let's talk to Brian North on the Fixed NC Live line. He's really cleaned up his act over the years. Hello, Brian. What's up, man?
Nothing. What's going on there, Mr. Independent?
Just getting ready for a fun, hot weekend, I guess. I hadn't looked at the weather. I'm assuming it's going to be like it is today. North, also a frequenter of Billy's Beach Breakfast. Brian, let's get your restaurant review on Billy's Beach Breakfast.
Let me tell you, you know that I've known Billy for 23 years now, and you know how hard it is for me to compliment Billy Weaver. It does not come easy.
All right.
But he makes some good breakfast sandwiches now.
Did he finally find his calling in life?
Well, we went down there just to see how he was doing, and we stopped by, and, you know, I'm a big fan of a little bacon, egg, and cheese, and he recommended the sausage, egg, and cheese for the wife, and we have a daughter who's a little finicky when it comes to the food, and all three of us wolfed him down and wanted more, so
awesome.
It was very good, very good. I don't put my name, when it comes to food, I don't put my name on anything that, just anything, so
yeah.
It was really good.
And now you're taking advantage of the name, image, likeness, and you're going to be doing commercials for him, right? You're a spokesman now.
Well, look, money talks, but no, sometimes it's tough to get a business off the ground and going, and he's doing just fine. Now, he doesn't need my help at all, but I just kind of felt like, you know, if, with this holiday weekend, a lot of people looking for places, and it might be hard to come by food conveniently at the beach this weekend, why not let people know there's another option out there?
Brian North joining us on the Fixed NC Live line. I need to get down there and check it out myself. The big story today, Brian, July 1st, and the NIL now available for college athletes to take advantage of. And talk about Holton Ahlers in segment number one. He already had a company, and I don't know if he's been able to profit off this, but he will now, Built When Broken. And they have merch you can buy, shirts, hats. And Holton tweeted out about 30 minutes ago, Brian, that in the next week or so, if you go to the website and purchase something, there will be an option to enter a code at checkout. You put in your favorite player and number, last name, jersey number, your favorite player on ECU, and that player will get 10% of whatever the checkout price was. So we're not talking about a lot of money here, but we're just talking about an opportunity to make a few bucks. And, you know, there's going to be a lot of negative things that comes with this, but some positive as well. Holton Ahlers looking out for his teammates there.
And that tells you what kind of leader he is.
Definitely.
Let's face it, when it comes down to something like this, there's only going to be a few guys who this really applies to, right?
Mm-hmm.
A couple of stars in football and basketball, and really not anybody else. I mean, unless there's some charity work going on or there's some underhanded work going on. And you know, this is a kind of a weird equation, but this is kind of like legalizing drugs in that you think it's a good idea and that you'll be able to regulate it and it'll be easier and people who want to partake in it will be able to make. It's going to be regulations of things that people are going to try and usurp the rules.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
It's going to be a very slippery slope to try and manage here if you try to manage it at all. And it can be interesting, and there's teams and coaches who are very smart in how to make these things work to their advantage.
Oh, definitely.
So it'll be interesting to see how the sneakiest of coaches out there find a way to make this work for them in the most positive way for their program.
Talking to Brian North on the Fixed NC Live line. I mentioned that in segment 1, Brian. In every walk of life, we look for a shortcut. We look to bend the rules. We go 50 and a 45 or whatever. And no doubt there's going to be some corners cut on this thing. And you bring it up. Is there going to be policing of it? If so, who's policing it? Is it the schools? Is it the NCAA? And how quickly are schools going to look the other way when Nick Saban or Dabo or somebody is doing things a little off the books? So there again, my brain can't really wrap around what it's going to end up looking like. Definitely going to be some negative outcomes to it. I don't know how it affects the haves and the have-nots, or if it divides it even more, if it equals out a little bit, or if it just stays the same. I'm not sure at this point.
Well, and there's some positives too, but it's going to be the wild, wild west for a little while until they figure it out. But again, I think overall, look, you're going to have people who are going to complain, right? There's going to be sports who are going to say now there's even more of an inequity between the revenue sports and non-revenue sports. There's going to be favoritism. So you're going to have people complaining, but there's also some good that can come out of this too if it's managed correctly. And I think it's going to be up to the schools. I think it's going to be up to the states. I think it's going to become a states' rights issue and what they're going to allow and not allow. It's going to become a taxation issue. It's going to become what is taxable income and who's reporting it. And so there's all sorts of avenues this thing's going to go. But, this is where we've been headed. It's probably time that the players learn to grow up, and there's going to be rules with getting paid that a lot of them probably don't know. I think if the schools were responsible, and I've been mentioning this for years, I thought in the past they should have been able to set up funds for their players, and if your jersey number is selling, that they put that money into a fund for you and then teach you how to manage that money, give it to you until you've graduated, but you can sit there and manage that money as a student and learn the ways of finance, whether to invest and how to invest and the different ways to invest. And so I think there's a teaching opportunity if schools do the right thing, which probably won't happen because schools rarely do the right thing. They're just after money as well. So it's going to be curious, and it'll probably be one of those things we don't even notice because it's going to be off the books and off the radar until somebody gets busted for doing something nefarious.
Brian North joining us on the Fixed NC Live line. Brian, while we're talking about the NCAA and all the fantastic choices it makes, let's talk about the NC State situation. And first time I've had you on since they were removed from Omaha after losing just one game to Vanderbilt and unable to play on that Saturday. Vanderbilt goes on, gets a free pass to the championship, loses games 2 and 3. Mississippi State, the college baseball national champions this year. And I don't know. I asked, where are we at right now with this NC State deal? Is it all over? Is there still more questions and answers to be had if you're, Boo Corrigan, or if you are a State fan, or are we kind of at the end of this deal?
Well, we're at the end of the deal as far as Mississippi State's the College World Series champion. That's how it's going to go down.
Yeah.
Has NC State made People's Champion T-shirts yet and started selling those? That's about the only avenue left here. Kind of like Central Florida in football a couple years ago when they went undefeated, didn't get into their playoff, and they were all upset about that. That kind of has how it feels because the rules were the rules, right? Every team knew the rules going in. You may not have liked the rules, but when the rules are there and they apply to everybody the same, that would be my only question. Did they apply to everybody the same? And if they did, as a coach, as an administrator, you knew those rules going in. You knew unvaccinated players are going to be tested more than vaccinated players. So you know all these things going in. So you either have to put in things to protect yourself and your team. You can't sit there and blame other people when you knew the rules going in. And I don't think there was anything unusual about the rules. It's just the testing did not benefit NC State when they found there was a positive test.
It was it's a crazy deal, and then there's finger pointing at Tim Corbin. There's and that's a little bit of what you're getting at there, I guess, Brian. That as long as he didn't demand something that he was not having had done to his players and things like that, and I don't think he had anything to do with like extra testing for NC State. I don't know for sure. I'm just kind of following what Aaron Fidd and Kendall Rogers reported from D1 baseball. But I know there was a lot of finger pointing to the Vanderbilt coach and their side of things.
Well, it's easy to blame other people, but if the rules are out there that you have unvaccinated players that have to get tested more often, and then they test positive, and that opens up the whole deal of then having your whole team tested. Well, again, you know that this is a possibility, so as a coach and as administrator, know who had the vaccine and who didn't. And I would have had those players who, during this couple-week stretch, you just have to isolate them. You just have to sacrifice for the betterment of the team if you choose not to get vaccinated, which is your choice. No problem with that, but know that the rules may be stacked against you a little bit. Well, if you want to win the whole thing, you better do what you have to do for your team. And that, obviously, I don't know how it all went down. I don't know how they caught the virus. I don't know any of that. But once you open yourself to getting tested and the whole team getting tested, well, we know that the vaccines do not keep you from getting COVID-19. They just keep you from having severe symptoms of it. So it's no surprise that a few vaccinated players tested positive, but that's how the rules were set up for this whole deal. And it stinks. You should have protested the rules probably before they happened, before this went down. But ultimately, it's on NC State, and you can blame everybody that you want, but ultimately it's on you because you didn't do the things that the rules were set up for you to do. And I hate it. I hated it when it happened. It stinks, but it's just that's how it was set up. They didn't know. This wasn't a blindside hit. They knew what the rules were going into this thing.
Brian North joining us. And Brian, as I watch games now with fans and go to AJ's last night sports trivia, it's like a packed house there. You forget about the COVID for a little bit, and then you're reminded of it with stories like this, and you think ahead to football and what it's going to look like. What are the testing scenarios going to be? What are the guidelines going to be? Is going to be similar to the baseball deal we just went through, and we're planning on having fans packing these stadiums, but there's still a chance we could have things pop up like they did last year with Holden Ahlers not being able to play due to what I believe was a false positive test, and Temple almost not playing East Carolina after ECU made the trip to Philadelphia. So it feels like we're creeping out of the woods on this thing, but still some concern heading into fall football.
Well, with this Delta variant that's going around, and the medical community is really pushing this, trying to get more people vaccinated. But ultimately, I think it's going to be similar to baseball, at least for this season. Now, no one did anybody that tested positive for NC State, were they severely sick? Were they hospitalized? And I say the same thing with football players and all these people who have had it. So we get to the point where it seems like healthy individuals really have not had the issues with it, and that comes to football players. So when Mike Houston's on record saying he would like his whole team to be vaccinated, so we don't have to worry about that, but it's each individual's choice. So I think what you'll probably see, even though there's HIPAA laws involved that complicate things, I think the NCAA will probably say, well, if you have people who are not vaccinated, they're going to need to be tested and cleared before they're allowed to travel and play. And so the more players you have vaccinated, if you have everybody vaccinated, you don't have to worry about it. Just go play, and if people get it, you're not going to know it. It's kind of like the vaccine is your get-out-of-jail-free card. If you have it, you don't have to worry about getting tested, even if you maybe even have some of the symptoms. So I think that's kind of where we are right now is this season, at least for this season, I think you're going to have the vaccine police out there. For those who aren't vaccinated, will probably have to get tested until they prove that they have been vaccinated to the satisfaction of the CDC.
Well, Brian, there's still some local area baseball going on with All-Stars, Legion Ball, the Woodies in action, Major League Baseball, but the calendar turns to July, and we get through July, and then we're in August, and, I'm not going to rush away your July, Brian, but have Blitz preparations began with you and Brett Kennedy and the folks over there?
Preliminary talks, but we still got a long ways to go, but August 20th is the first football game.
Yeah.
So this whole week has been football stories, right? We've had C.J. Mims from West Michigan verbally committing to ECU. We finally caught up with Michael Allen, the J.H. Rose product, who verbally committed to NC State. Then we had Terry Moore from Washington verbally committing to Duke. And then today, Asim McGill from Riverside announcing his resignation, that he's moving to into the front office, so to speak, in Martin County Schools. So we've had lots of football news. It's creeping in. Teams are out kind of practicing, getting ready, and this is when the work gets put in to find out the difference makers during the season. So a lot of teams doing their summer workouts and already starting to kind of get into that vibe a little bit of starting to look ahead, even though it was a short deal from the spring until now. It's almost kind of helped me get more in tune with the football because of the quick turnaround. I'm still kind of in that mode a little bit.
Yeah, some coaches used it if they didn't have a successful playoff run as almost like a spring football season to get their guys ready for this fall, and hopefully back to normal times, a normal fall football season coming up in Eastern North Carolina, which would be a lot of fun to cover right here on Pirate Radio, and of course Brian North and the folks at WCTI 12 with the Blitz. North, what's on your docket for this weekend and next week? Got anything going on?
Yeah, just, a little family time for the 4th of July celebration, and, maybe some of the kids that don't stay up late enough for fireworks, but we have some gracious neighbors who love to light them off every year, so we can maybe sit on the front porch and watch the pyrotechnics. And but outside of that, just family time, a little vacation here towards the end of July before August, and to get ready for college and high school football season. But that's really about it. It's mostly just trying to get the two terrorists a little older and a little more responsible, and so I don't have to take care of them all the time. Wouldn't that be nice? That's what works.
There you go.
Loose. When do they find to be on their own? Is there an age limit?
Well, I don't know. Mine's 12, and not completely on her own yet. So still got a ways to go for that, Brian. I think.
Yeah. All right.
You'll get through it. You'll one day at a time. You get 1% better every day. North, always enjoy the chat, man. Have a great weekend, great 4th, and we'll talk to you again soon.
All right, Clippy. Sounds good, brother.
I always enjoy talking about what's going on with sports topics with Brian North from CTI 12 on the Fixed NC Live line. All right, let's take a time out, come back. We'll wrap up hour number 1. Let you know what else is making headlines today. Also, Stephen Igoe set to join us at 4 o'clock. Our ECU football 2021 running back position preview. Got that coming up today. And more when we return on Pirate Radio Live after this.
Hey Pirate fans, this is Cliff Godwin. Summer is here and I want to invite your son to attend Cliff Godwin Youth Camps. We will offer 3 sessions the weeks of June 28th, July 12th, and July 26th. All camps will be held at Clark LeClaire Stadium, and campers will get baseball instruction from members of the 2021 ECU baseball team. Campers will also play games, and each camp ends with our famous Pirate Slip and Slide. Full day and half day sessions are offered. For more information, visit cliffgodwinbaseballcamp.com. See you there. Go Pirates.
In studio today with Showboat, also known as Kyle Alligood, to his friends and family. Why F3?
I come to F3 for just good old brotherhood and fellowship, and to get out to far side, to come out here to get my heart and my mind right. And just being around these group of guys every day just makes me a better person.
One letter, one number, F3. Fitness, fellowship, and faith. All workouts are free of charge and open to all men. Leave no man behind, but leave no man where you find him. Learn more today at f3enc.com.
White Claw Hard Seltzer, a wave of refreshment. Crafted using our unique Brew Pure process. Made pure. Nothing tastes like White Claw Hard Seltzer.
White Claw Hard Seltzer, available in 5 fruit flavors, 2 grams of carbs, gluten-free, and 100 calories. Find it at whiteclaw.com. White Claw Hard Seltzer, nothing tastes quite like it. Proudly distributed by Coastal Beverage. Please drink responsibly.
Save lives, be a hero, and make $1,000 your very first month donating plasma at Grifols Biomat USA. At Grifols, it adds up fast. New donors can earn up to $1,000 in your very first month. It's the easiest way to make extra money. Start now at Biomat USA, 505 South Memorial Drive, Greenville. Find your donor center at grifolsplasma.com. Make up to $1,000 in a month and save lives now at Grifols Biomat USA. A better donor experience and better pay.
We paid how much for those lessons?
Shh, she's doing great.
Oh yeah, totally. Can you pass me a Pepsi Zero Sugar? Great job, honey! Oh, look at that. That's not the end.
No way. Now it's time for the encore.
You know what? You're right. 5 times? Not enough times.
For everyone who traded in rock concerts for their kids' recitals, you've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar. That's what I like.
Here is your ice-cold Pepsi Zero Sugar, sir.
Oh, thanks. Wanna watch the game?
Ooh, little sports ball on a Sunday afternoon. Don't mind if I do. Hey, did we win? It sounds like we won.
It's still the first quarter.
I must be lucky. People say that about me. Tough break on that free throw there. Shouldn't be doing that.
Dude, we're watching football.
Come on.
For everyone who spent the entire game explaining the entire game, you've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar. That's what I like.
At US Cellular, we see our customers as more than just customers. They're neighbors. When you switch to US Cellular, you can get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G for free with no hidden requirements. As a neighbor, you deserve it. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
This is Stephen Igoe. You've heard from me plenty on Pirate Radio Live and perhaps have read some of my work on hoistthecolors.net. Now, get an extension of our in-depth coverage on the Hoist the Colors podcast. From game previews to immediate post-game analysis to emergency podcasts for breaking news, we've got you covered. A cast of guest co-hosts from fans, former coaches, and other writers join me for 2 podcasts weekly to break down all things ECU athletics. Subscribe to Hoist the Colors now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.
This is Coach Gary Overton, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. University PC Care has been Pirate Nation's go-to IT expert since 2006. University PC Care are the local tech support experts for any of your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, let's wrap up hour number 1 with a chat with the big man on campus, Jeff Nadu. We've been previewing NFC divisions. We'll talk Cowboys football. See, I'm equal opportunity on the show, even though I'm a Washington fan. Coming up Friday with Brian Meador and Greg Pierce. That's a fun duo. So we'll have some fun Cowboys chat tomorrow. Tony Dunn will be here as well in hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. But right now, we will talk some NFC West football and a little NBA with the big man on campus, Jeff Nadu. He joins us on the Fixed NC Live line. Big man, how you doing today?
Pretty good, Clip. How are you?
Hey, doing great, and good to talk with you about what's going on right now in the world of sports, but also have really enjoyed our football conversations, and let's go ahead and start there, and so we can spend a lot of time on it today. We have previewed briefly the NFC East, South, and North. Today we'll talk NFC West, and Jeff, going down the division prices with you for the other divisions. You know, Cowboys a favorite in the East, but you could argue a couple other teams there. There's a clear favorite in the South with Tampa, a clear favorite in the North with the Packers. The NFC West, you could have a legit argument for any of those teams winning the division, and I wouldn't scoff at you. It is loaded with talent, and I could see any one of these teams winning. So as we sit here, Jeff, heading into the season, the Niners a slight favorite over the Rams. Who, in your opinion, is the team to pick here in the West if you're going from a gambling perspective?
Well, I think there would be 2 I would look at just because there's enough value. I think the Rams will probably win this division. I think, getting a caliber quarterback like Stafford, I think it's a major advantage of what you had. But I also took the Cardinals as well. I think 6-1 is too high.
Yeah.
You're kind of placing them on the same level as like the Eagles or a team like that, which is, I guess, fair. But I kind of had this group as a playoff team, and I think they take a major step forward. Look, Patrick Peterson's a loss, but I think they got strong on defense. I don't think they lost a ton by losing him. So yeah, I like both those.
And again, the Niners a slight favorite over the Rams, but all these teams, the Seahawks around plus 260. You mentioned the Cardinals there with a great number beside their name. Jeff, let's go team by team here. The 49ers, what are the concerns with them heading into another year with Kyle Shanahan, the QB position there?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's always going to be something you look at with a lot of teams, most of which, from a defensive look, I think they have some issues in the secondary as well. I mean, they weren't able to retain Richard Sherman. The secondary is young. I don't know how proven it really is. I like their front seven, but when you look at the back end, can they stop enough teams? This is the division with some good quarterbacks. Obviously, Kyler Murray and Matthew Stafford, and obviously one of the better ones, Russell Wilson. But yeah, the quarterback position is going to be what I look at. Do they have enough weapons? I think you obviously would probably assume yes. They're young, but they have weapons. And is it Trey Lance or is it Garoppolo? I'm one to believe that you always kind of go with the hotter hand. And I think Jimmy is a good, solid quarterback. We'll see what Trey Lance is. Luckily, they have a guy in Shanahan who's kind of running the ship there. Look, I've always said it's all about having the right coach as a young quarterback. And for a guy like Trey Lance, this is exactly the kind of coach you want. I think he kind of gets the best out of Trey Lance and really makes them kind of a team that's right there. I worry a little bit about their defense, though, because I think the rest of this division, really with Arizona and with the Rams, I think are very strong on that end. And look, to be honest, I like some of the other teams' weapons a little bit more than I like this group. But, we'll see if Trey Lance can take the step forward and be what they think he can be. I thought the pick was a bit high, but we'll see.
Jeff, a couple things you said there. Weapons-wise, I watched the Rams play Washington last year, and looking at Kupp and Woods and all the guys they had on offense, I thought to myself, how does this team, stay under 30 points every week? How do they not get 35, 40 points? And you look at the quarterback position, well, they take care of that with Stafford, who you mentioned earlier. You just talked about QB and coach relationships. You think that McVay and Stafford marriage will turn into a lot of success for LA?
Yeah, I do. I didn't really quite understand why, if you're Detroit, you move on from Matthew Stafford. I've said before, I think he's one of the more solid quarterbacks in the league. I mean, he's not a great quarterback, but he's just a really good quarterback, and he puts up numbers. He offensively has a lot to offer, and as you said, whether it's Robert Woods, whether it's Cooper Kupp, whether it's Higbee, they had Deshaun Jackson with some speed now. That kind of helps down the slot. Tutu Atwell, the Louisville receiver, that's a really nice add. I think you have a solid little running group and a good offensive line. This offense is going to be a top 7 offense probably in the NFL. You look at what makes them scary, I think, is defensively. I think this team is a real Super Bowl caliber type of team. I really do. Because defensively, they are as good as it gets. I think we can all agree with that. They bring the heat on that end. Their front seven's as good as anybody. I really like what this team has to offer, especially with Jalen Ramsey in the back end. And I don't know what a lot of your issues are with this team. I guess you just got to hope they protect and keep Stafford healthy. He's had some injury concerns, but I pretty much like what they have up front. So yeah, I'm pretty high on the Rams. I like the team a lot, and I think Raheem Morris has got a great defense.
Jeff, Seattle, you had the spat, which seemingly lasted for like a week and a half, where Russell Wilson and Seattle, is he out of there? Does he want to leave? And it seems like all that is smoothed over, I guess. It's interesting, and we kind of have a thought on a team, and it sticks with, it takes us a while to change our views on an organization, on a football team like Seattle, where they were Legion of Boom, they were Marshawn Lynch, they were run and gun and mostly running. Now it's like Russell Wilson takes the snap, scrambles around. He's got DK Metcalf, he's got Lockett. They'll throw it deep. They've kind of changed their personality over the years with Pete Carroll there in Seattle. So what do the 2021 Seahawks look like, in your opinion?
Yeah, I think they're a lot of what they were last year. Just a team that probably scores a lot of points. They've got kind of an electrifying offense. Obviously DK Metcalf really took a step forward, and Russell Wilson's as good as it gets. But I still have some question marks about their offensive line. They don't seem to ever address that for some reason. Some of the moves they made didn't exactly work out. I think that they hoped for a lot more out of Dwayne Brown and Postage, but I think they're kind of the same team offensively. I think they'll score points, and they'll have to try to keep Russell upright. Defensively, I think there's I think they hope a guy like Trey Brown, the kid out of Oklahoma who they drafted in the 4th round, can he come in and be a starter? I think this team has really good safeties, but their cornerbacks suck. And that's kind of what they were last year. They were one of the worst pass defenses in the NFL, one of the worst defenses in the NFL. And, when you throw in the fact that I don't really know if they have much of a pass rush either, yeah, I'm not real high on them. I like Russell Wilson. I'm not one to really bet against him a lot of the time. I think this is a really good division. And I will say that I wouldn't spend a lot of time game-to-game betting against Russell Wilson. It'll be a really tough thing you have to sit on, and it's not ideal. But, yeah, they don't do a whole lot for me. I don't think they're really much different than they were last year.
Jeff Nadu joining us. Jeff, you willing to take a flyer on Kyler Murray, MVP? Get some pretty good odds there if it hits.
Yeah, I bet it last year. I'm going to bet it this year. I think this team has every reason to believe they can win a division. I think they are. I mean, I think you can make the case. I'd have to go back and look, but is there a faster offense ever than this one? I mean, literally every kid they have is a burner. Whether it's the quarterback, whether it's Christian Kirk, Rondell Moore, DeAndre Hopkins, Andy Isabella. I mean, this team is just a speedster group. They're going to be surely a top possession pace team. I love what I have on offense here, especially with Kingsbury behind the controls. Defensively, I think a lot of people will obviously shed light and say, well, they lose Patrick Peterson, but not for nothing. Robert Alford and Malcolm Butler aren't too bad, to be real honest. I like their safeties in Baker and Murphy, the Washington kids. I think the linebacking group's one of the better ones in the league with Simmons, Marcus Golden, Jordan Hicks, and then they had Zaven Collins. I really like that group. You had J.J. Watt up front who still has some stuff left in the tank. I think this defense takes a step forward. They were a team last year I think a lot of people thought of as, well, they're not a real good defensive team, give up a lot of points, but they really kind of showed something to me most of the season. I think they are a real sleeper. To make the playoffs, they're at about 180. Yeah. I think it's a decent play. I think they have every reason to believe they can't win. They'll be one of the top offenses in the NFL.
Fantasy-related question for you, Jeff. You love their offense. How about the backfield there in Arizona with Edmonds and with newly acquired James Conner? Well, in your crystal ball, what does it look like they do there with the running backs this year?
Yeah, I mean, if there's a weakness to this group, it's in the backfield. Yeah. I don't know if they're generally going to be a pass-heavy team, or Murray's involved.
Right.
I think Connor needed a little bit of a change of pace, a new city. I felt like after the stuff off the field that he had to deal with, I think he just kind of lost pecking order in that backfield there with Benny Snell and with others. I think a change of scenery is good for him. I like Chase Edmonds for the most part, and don't sleep on this kid, Benjamin in the backfield. I think he's a guy to be kind of interested in as well. I overall like their offense. I don't think the run game is going to be that important to them. I feel like they have a lot of feel to like Atlanta of old. I think Kyler Murray takes a big step forward from a passing standpoint, and I think they throw the ball a lot.
Jeff Nadu joining us. That wraps up the NFC for us. We will reconvene around mid-July and talk AFC. That'll bridge the gap all the way to the Hall of Fame game in preseason. So we're helping you get to football season here on Pirate Radio Live with the big man on campus. Jeff, who's in your NFC championship this year?
Wow. I'm going to go with the Rams. I think this team is really good. I think Stafford kind of puts them right up there with really, at 15-1 to win the Super Bowl. I think that's kind of where I'd put them. I think it's just really hard to, repeat and to get there. Look, Tampa retained everybody. You have to think some things won't necessarily go the way they went last year. I'm sure they'll have some injuries, which they kind of were able to skate through. I think for me, I'm willing to take a shot. I think McVay takes a step forward this year and kind of does what, the Niners did a couple years ago in getting to the Super Bowl. I would go with the LA Rams. I like them a lot.
Jeff Nadu joining us. Before we talk a little NBA playoffs, Jeff, I'd like to mix in one college question to you. And today we'll look at the American Athletic Conference. I'm sure I've brought this up to you before this offseason, but the numbers continue to change as we get closer to kickoff. How about the odds to win the American this year, Jeff? Cincinnati, the overwhelming favorite at minus 250, and then you got to go all the way to UCF with Gus Malzahn in year one at plus 350, and then you can just pick a flyer on Tulsa, Memphis, Houston, Tulane, SMU, East Carolina down there, Navy, and then South Florida and Temple bringing up the rear, big man. As Temple, we talked about it, they would lose coaches and make great hires, and I don't think you're sold yet on Rod Carey there in Philadelphia, but Temple coming in last right now as far as the odds go, the longest odds. So how about if you go, and you probably won't take a team outside of Cincinnati, but if you were, who would you take a flyer on here?
I would probably take a shot with Houston.
Okay.
I think they're kind of interesting. You know, they bring in the former Oklahoma transfer Tanner Mordecai. Also grabbed Calcaterra, who should make a pretty big impact in the tight end game. Look, from a skill standpoint, I don't think there's a team that even touches this group. Their receivers are very good with Gray, Rice, and Roberson. I add Calcaterra. I add a quarterback that I think is a really interesting option in that Sonny Dykes offense, whether it's him or the freshman Preston Stone. This is a group that averaged almost 40 points a game last year.
Yeah.
The big question was, could they get stops defensively? I thought they did a pretty good job last year in that end. They made a big step forward. Jim Leavitt was a really good hire for them, and I think he's a guy that, I obviously want. Look, they at the end of the day, their efficiency and then yards per snap are good, but they still give up 31 points a game. They have to find a way to kind of get off the field on third down, stop drives, be better in the red zone. As we know with this conference, it's always pretty up tempo, and there's a lot of good quarterbacks. But yeah, Houston would be a team that, I think when you're looking at rankings, I probably put them ahead of, or not Houston, SMU. Houston beginning, I think, but I meant SMU.
Okay.
I put SMU. I put SMU. I don't know why I got this confused.
Well, you started talking about Sonny Dykes. I thought you had just moved on quickly from Houston to SMU, but you meant the Mustangs from the get-go.
Yeah.
Okay.
SMU. Two Texas teams.
Yeah.
Similar teams. But yeah, I put SMU kind of above everyone else outside of Cincinnati. And look, obviously the thing that sends Cincinnati apart is defensively. I mean, this is probably one of the better defenses in the country, let alone than this conference. And look, UCF, I'm not a big Gus Malzahn guy, so yeah, for me, I would take a shot with SMU. I think they're the second best team.
Jeff, the Suns moving on to the NBA Finals. I believe I read a tweet where you said you'd been struggling a little bit in the NBA lately, but you have a Suns future ticket? Is that right?
Yeah, well, what's kind of went on is I've been really good in the Western Conference, and really in every series that doesn't involve the Bucks. I've actually done really well in every other series. I did really well in this Suns Clippers series. Yeah, it's just the Bucks have been my kryptonite. But yeah, I do. I have 40-1 on the Phoenix Suns. Me and my brother both have a 40-1. We both have separate tickets. So yeah, very very happy with both.
Good deal. And coming up tonight, it'll be the Giannis-less Bucks taking on Atlanta. Bucks still a 3-point favorite at home. Who gets the edge in this series after tonight, Jeff?
Yeah, I took a little shot here with the dog in the Hawks.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see something out of Trae Young. I just think without Giannis, I'm just not real. I don't really care much about the Bucks, and I don't think they're a team that is really very good without him. I get a guy in Middleton who I don't always trust. He's not as consistent as I want him to be. And then a lot of guys that just haven't played real well. So I'm going to lean on the Hawks. I think they take some control tonight and get a win in this series. I really like what I saw to Bogdanovich and Herter and Lou Will, and hopefully we get Trae Young back here.
Big man on campus, Jeff Nadu, joining us. Jeff, hope you have a great 4th of July. We'll be having best of shows next week, so we'll reconvene with you on Monday, July the 12th. But always enjoy talking sports with you. And, folks, if they want to hear more about the mob and the history of crime there, organized crime, Jeff has a podcast called The Sit Down. Before we let you go, Jeff, that reminds me, what did you think of the trailer that popped out this week, the Tony Soprano prequel, a movie that's coming out? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, we talk about it in depth in this week's episode. I'll tell you this, I'm not a big prequel-sequel guy. I think there are certain things that are just supposed to not be touched. I think The Sopranos is one of them. One of the knocks I had on the show, one of the few knocks, was I thought it was a little too long, personally. I thought The Wire was perfectly long enough, and that's right where it should have been. It just, to me, was too long. And I got to be honest, I wasn't a big fan of the flashback episodes involving Tony's pre-life. But look, I will say this: it's in the hands of David Chase, who's a genius. And look, at the end of the day, the first 15 seconds of the trailer are very good.
Mm.
It just seems like the mannerisms are there with Gandolfini.
Definitely.
With his kid. So, yeah, I'm not going to not watch it. I'll be there.
Jeff Nadu joining us. Jeff, we'll talk to you in mid-July, man. Appreciate you joining us all summer long here on Pirate Radio Live. Enjoyed it.
Well, Cliff, I have a birthday on July 10th, so I'll be another year older by the time we talk again. Thank you for having me.
All right, Jeff, the old man on campus. Jeff Nadu joining us there on the Fixed NC Live line. Let's take a time out, come back. Got a ton to talk about with Stephen Igoe, the name, image, likeness, and how that is already affecting ECU student athletes. Apparently, Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports is signing every college athlete to a Barstool athlete deal. We'll discuss that. Also, Stephen Igoe claims he has a line for ECU App State. That really perked my ears up. We'll see the first line for Pirates and Mountaineers coming up in September. And our running back position preview. It's all ahead on Pirate Radio Live. We're back with you after this.
The Pirate Radio Podcast.
Damon West, motivational speaker and author.
The thing about me is I started at an early age. I started drinking beer, smoking a little pot, and that led to a bad belief system. And I tell these college athletes and pro athletes and high school athletes everywhere I go that a bad belief system tells you to do something the wrong way over and over again. And the longer you hold on to a bad belief system, the harder it is to get rid of.
Listen to every Pirate Radio podcast now by visiting our podcast channel and subscribing in Apple iTunes or SoundCloud. The Pirate Radio Podcast is powered by White Claw Hard Seltzer, proudly distributed by Coastal Beverage.
Introducing Tommy Club, the best car wash value anywhere. Starting at just $19.99 a month, you can wash your car as often as you like, and also take advantage of our express lanes exclusively for Tommy Club members. You can enjoy a gentle belt conveyor ride to a spot-free shine faster and as often as you like when you're a member of Tommy Club. Plus, our vacuums and mat washers are always free. We're Tommy's Express.
Tommy's Express Wash, now open on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road in Greenville.
E&S Hemp Company in Winterville is your premier CBD store. At E&S Hemp Company, they have helped hundreds of people just like you get relief from joint pain, anxiety, insomnia, and more by providing you the highest quality of CBD products available. E&S Hemp Company has a great selection of only the safest, purest, and most beneficial hemp-infused products available from honey, tea, coffee, candles, and more. E&S Hemp Company, Fire Tower Road in Winterville, and online at eshempcompany.com.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Norm Bryant with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates.
If you're recovering from an injury, getting back into sports, dealing with everyday pain or fatigue, then Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness can help you get back on track and live well. Kinetic has a saltwater heated pool, perfect for athletes with ankle and knee injuries, that will allow you to start training and running sooner during the recovery period.
This is Dr. Shondell Jones, and you deserve to live well. Call us at 364-2806 or visit kptonline.com. Go Pirates!
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Hi, I'm Annalie Newhoff.
And I'm Rob Campbell.
And we are with CopyPro. We have been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for almost 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology.
Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total customer satisfaction is our #1 priority.
We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net.
CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
University PC Care has been busier than ever repairing personal PC and Mac computers and iPhones during this pandemic, and we thank you for your support. Now, with everyone streaming and doing work from school and home, you may have discovered that your home Wi-Fi just isn't cutting it. It may be time to upgrade your home network, and University PC Care can help. To make a network assessment appointment and discover upgrade options that fit your home, go to talktowilliam.com or learn more at universitypccare.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years. Shop online anytime at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here's your host, Clip Rock.
Alrighty, back with you on Pirate Radio Live. Hour 2. Coming up in Hour 3, Troy D will be here. We'll talk to Rich Shea, the CEO of Major League Eating, the commish, the head dog, whatever you want to call him. He and the MLE will be on full display coming up July 4th for the Nathan's Hot Dog eating contest. Joey Chestnut, an overwhelming favorite once again. I saw the odds earlier. We'll talk about it when Troy D's here coming up in Hour 3. Speaking of odds real quick, Stephen Igoe's here. Hello, Stephen.
What's up?
I'll tell you what's up. I love a line, and you apparently have seen one for ECU Appalachian State. Now, first of all, how did you obtain this line?
So, for some reason, this guy, I guess from when I used to cover the Panthers, got my email. So, he sends me a bunch of lines through my email. His name is Josh Barton. And he sent me an email saying, we're 2 months away from the start of the 2021 season, but lines for Week 0 and Week 1 hit the board today. Sportsbetting.ag set spreads for the first 50 games of the season involving FBS matchups.
Okay. So, sportsbetting.ag.
Yeah.
And he sent you, I guess, what, a screenshot or
yeah,
something?
Just all the lines for Week 1. And he did send a link to the website as well. So
now, you did not tell Chandler and I the line you have received. All you told us was you were surprised.
I was surprised.
Now, but I don't know what that means, because I don't know if you thought ECU should be a favorite or if App State should be a favorite. So that doesn't help me at all. Chandler and I are going to guess the line right now, and then you are going to reveal the line. So I was thinking App State would be a slight, like 2.5 point favorite, but you said you were surprised. Now, if we're on the same wavelength, that could mean ECU's favorite or App State's favorite by a lot. So basically, I'm going over every scenario it could be.
Right.
So with all the information I've gathered, I'm going to say East Carolina is a 3-point favorite over Appalachian State.
That's exactly what I was going to guess.
Okay. I go. But you want to throw out? No, if that's your guess, that's your guess.
That's my guess, too.
All right.
Well, sportsbetting.ag not as high on the Pirates as you guys are.
Boy. Here we go.
Can I do it again? Right.
Yeah.
App State.
Wait, why are you going to know? You can't do it again.
I'm going to go App State -3.
What? You just said like 8 words. All right, what?
App State, according to sportsbetting.ag, opened as a 13.5 favorite.
Holy!
Over East Carolina.
What?
13.
Do we not agree?
No! We don't agree.
Fair weather, idiot.
I was
All right, I
surprised.
am terrified right now of that game. Is that real?
That is a real line. I will go over some of the other lines, but I checked it today. The line is now down to 13, so you already have some movement in ECU's favor. But 13.5, man.
I just went to the website. I can't find week 1 lines.
Oh.
My gosh.
That is...
Bet on that right now.
I'll send the link.
I don't know, man. This is very familiar to, like, past years where it's like, like NC, A&T, that game, and others where it's like, man, this line is a total burglary. This line is fishy. No way. Pirates win this outright. And, we know what happened. Are you sending this to me so I can, like, tweet it out?
Well, just so you could look at the actual, that there is a website now.
Oh, okay. All right. You can find it.
Maybe this is a made-up website, and it's just downloading viruses to all our phones. But, the other lines look fairly legit. I mean, UCF, a 3.5-point favorite over Boise State at home to open the season. I feel like that's a realistic line. NC State, 16.5-point favorite over South Florida. ECU, though, a 13.5-point dog to App State. I'm just surprised at it. I figured it would be more in the 5 to 7 range, if anything.
Yeah, again, my initial thought was App State minus a field goal or whatever, 2.5. And then when you said shocking, I didn't know if you meant, and we were kind of on the same wavelength that App State was going to be a favorite. You had them by a little more than me, but shocking could have meant either ECU's a favorite or App State is a big favorite. I went the other way. That is quite shocking to me, I got to say.
It'll be interesting to see how most sports books look at it, like a more traditional sports book. I don't know if this is like an offshore deal or what, or how good they are at college football setting lines, but it just feels like it's very high. Now, you look at some of the preseason rankings, App State's probably going to be a top 25 getting votes team. They're probably not going to be in the top 25, but they're going to be getting votes. And ECU is well behind that. So, if you just look at it from that standpoint, it's basically a home game for App. Maybe you can see it. They do return pretty much everybody except the quarterback and a couple offensive linemen. So
you say basically a home game for App. What do you think the crowd split is going to be?
Well, it kind of concerns me that the John Gilbert email only said 3,000 tickets have been sold, and I don't know what the allotment is. Maybe ECU fans are buying a lot through other mediums, and maybe someone even posted on our board that they bought them through App State, which I don't know why you would do that when you're buying through ECU. But yeah, I think there will be a decent amount of Pirate fans there. I don't know. I just don't get the vibe that a lot of ECU fans are going for whatever reason.
That is a shocking development. App State, a 13.5-point favorite, now down to 13 favorite against East Carolina. So I don't know. We'll stay tuned. That's only from one site. We'll see what other books have that game at. But usually it's all pretty similar.
Pretty similar.
I don't see like a Vegas sports book coming out and saying ECU by 7 after seeing App State by 13. So. All right, there's that. Quick, another update. John Moody, our unpaid intern who works at ECU, has given us a picture. He says, breaking turf news. The old turf has been taken up at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium. New sod will go down in the coming weeks. So we saw that image of Clark LeClaire without grass on the infield. How about Dowdy Ficklin Stadium without grass on the entire field? It is a square, a rectangle of dirt at the moment.
And I did talk to a high-level source within the football program that confirmed to me they will not be going to turf.
It is grace.
In football.
All right, so the sod will go down in the coming weeks. Thank you for that update, John.
Is John Moody doing that project? He's taking the...
He's out there. I don't know what exactly all he does out there. He drives a golf cart, a tractor at times. He does a lot of stuff. So he might be
doing it.
Might be doing it. All right, before we get to the running back position preview, let's talk name, image, likeness, Igoe. We've already seen some examples of Neil.
Not to cut you off, but every time I see that on my timeline, I think it's NLI for National Letter of Intent. I wish they would have done different initials because it's really going to get confusing when it's like signing day and you're reporting somebody has agreed to a nil deal after signing an NLI.
Should they have started with likeness and gone Lynn? Or would it be the same for you?
I mean, it would have been a little different, but
just starting with N though is problematic because you already have the NIL.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just
you already have the NLI. Now I'm confused.
Now it's nil.
All right, so
whatever. It's semantics,
and really that is the biggest issue with this thing.
Yeah, pretty much. That's it. No other issues.
I'm sure you've seen Holton Ahlers today talking about his company so he's been involved with this. He just I don't know if he's been able to profit off of it. He hasn't really publicized it.
He hasn't been able to publicize it, I guess, through his platform as a student athlete until today.
He has a personal faith-based brand, Built When Broken, and they have merch there, and you can purchase it. And Ahlers is he's looking out for his boys as well. He says in the next week there will be an option to enter a code at checkout. You'll be able to choose to put in your favorite player on our team's last name and jersey number. This will get that player 10% of whatever the checkout price was. So, again, if you're checkout and you pay $30 for a shirt, you get that player gets $3 or whatever. So, this is not life-changing money at all. This is just a little bit of something to put in your pocket, and pretty cool for Holden to look out for his guys while doing this.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's, again, I have mixed feelings on players getting paid to play college sports, which I think is coming down the line. But as far as this, I'm fine with it. The guys, ECU makes a lot of money off of the players. I have no problem with them looking for endorsements or selling their own brand or doing that sort of stuff. You're probably going to see guys on high-level platforms come up with kind of their logo, image, brand, that sort of deal, which I think is kind of cool. And it's been neat to see the guys who are signing deals kind of around the country, what is their profile? Because, you see it on Instagram with the Hoist the Colors account. We follow a lot of the players. We see a lot of the players putting out there, hey, hit my DMs for business opportunities, etc. I just don't think, there's going to be so many guys who get actual opportunities. And, we were talking, kind of just joking around, how much do we have to pay a player to come in here and be like, hey, all I do is listen to Pirate Radio when I'm not practicing?
Who sets the price there?
Who sets the bar? Can we pay them 50 cents to do it? What is the, is there a
tip
minimum
them on the
cost?
way out?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know where this thing starts and stops. It almost feels like the NCAA kind of just opens Pandora's box, and then they're like, all right, everybody just do what they want to do, and then we'll
relegate it after the fact. Does Bruce Bivens need to come up with a price sheet? I will sign an autograph for $5. I will read your ad for $15.
Yeah.
I will show up to your kid's birthday party for $200. I don't know. I don't know the full rule book on this thing.
Yeah, I don't either.
Although I might see if he'll come to my birthday party. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, show up as a celebrity.
Oh man! How about having Tyler Snead at our fantasy football draft this year?
No, that would be awesome.
Yeah. Is that legal? Can that happen?
How much do you have to pay Tyler Snead per appearance?
Could I pay him in wings? Or would he demand money? I don't know. I don't know where this thing starts and ends. So, look, a lot of people
It is kind of fascinating, though, isn't it? I mean, it's definitely all over the place, which is you saw De'Aaron King get a $20,000 deal for just promoting these random companies.
Did you see Jaden Gardner's doing a blog and I guess getting paid?
With Stock Rise, how much is he getting paid for that blog? Is it $50 per article? Is it $1,000 per article? It's just kind of, I don't know. It's interesting. And if you're a player, you almost take whatever up front to get your name out there just to have an opportunity. And then I think the more opportunities you have, the more attractive it looks for your brand and profile.
Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports an hour ago said, welcome Zach Buckley, defensive tackle, Stanford, Barstool athlete. Right after that, he tweeted, welcome Gianna Mancini. She looks like what sport is she playing there? Field hockey?
Couldn't tell you.
That we'll say field hockey from Rutgers, Barstool athlete.
That is field hockey. And Ben Newton just tweeted out and asked if he could join Dave Portnoy's group there.
Why did he do that? Because after 3 posts of Barstool athletes by Dave Portnoy, people started chiming in, including Nikki Winterstein, who's a baseball player at Toledo, looking to sign a college baseball player. He said yes. And then a football player from Nebraska chimed in. He said, yes, a basketball player, a swimmer, a cross-country runner. So Portnoy's just doing this
because they just have endless amounts of money to throw around.
And he's probably not going to give them hardly anything, but they'll wear a shirt that says Barstool Athlete on it, promote the brand, and they get a little bit of pay for it. So it's if it's a Wild Wild West, Portnoy and those guys are going to be all over it. So, all right, we got to take a timeout. We'll come back. We got our ECU football running back position preview. Last year, Igoe, the segment probably focused on Darius Penix, Chase Hayden, and Demetrius Mooney. The stars, it turned out to be Rajay Harris and Keaton Mitchell. I will say you were high on Harris. I'll give you credit for that. I don't know how much you thought Mitchell would be a factor.
I mean, I liked him. I didn't think he would make a huge impact.
Let's see who's behind those guys this year. Oh, yeah, you wanted me to give you a scouting report on all the other running backs.
The other running backs. And also we can prognosticate which of these running backs is most likely to land an endorsement deal.
All right, we'll do that as well when we return on Pirate Radio Live after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Buick GMC Truck. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get an all-new Buick Enclave 2021 and save over $6,800 or 0% for 72 months. As always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
Here with Mike Mullis from Fixed NC. And Mike, you were telling me the other day, people ask you all the time, I didn't know you did that. What does that mean?
Anything that involves property damage repair, call us first. If it's your crawl space, you've got interior humidity issues, a water loss, your ice maker line breaks, obviously fire and smoke, everybody knows we do those. But anything that involves interior or exterior property damage, we're your repair experts.
Mike, how can everybody get in touch with you?
252-999-0001 or fixednc.com.
North Carolina State Parks is proud to announce that they have partnered with the Hometown Strong program. Our visitor centers are now equipped with public Wi-Fi to help kids with school. Remote learning has become a critical public health measure in maintaining social distance and continuing to educate our young people. Take advantage of Wi-Fi and a hike at Goose Creek State Park or a day trip to the beach and access remote learning at Fort Macon State Park. For more information, visit hometownstrong.nc.gov.
Hey Pirate fans, it's time to get that yard done right with the new John Deere mower from Quality Equipment. Our premium lawn care lineup is what every homeowner needs this spring. A John Deere will change the way you mow with easy-to-use attachments, effortless steering, and intuitive controls. Right now, save up to $700 on X300, X500, and X700 series mowers. Learn more at QualityEquip.com and get quality done right. Offer ends 10/29/21. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
At US Cellular, we see our customers as more than just customers. They're neighbors. When you switch to US Cellular, you can get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G for free with no hidden requirements. As a neighbor, you deserve it. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Do you find yourself hungry, but looking for some new and different options? Then the Bodega Market Cafe in Uptown Greenville is for you. They offer a full-service menu featuring breakfast, lunch, and dinner, also with a variety of unique vegan selections. Dine in or sit outside in their great outdoor dining area. Plus, they're always ready for pickup or delivery. Open 24/7 for your convenience. The Bodega Market Cafe, located in Uptown Greenville, across from the BB&T.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
The best place for delicious food and great prices is Familia. Familia has something for everyone, like New York-style pizza, lasagna, chicken, veal, or eggplant parmesan, homemade meatballs, plus a variety of seafood selections and favorites, like the steak burger and southern pork chop. If you need food to go, Familia's drive-thru window is open and ready for all takeout orders. Familia, Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College, and FamiliaNC.com.
This is Stephen Igoe, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina for over 83 years. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Rock.
Back with you on Pirate Radio Live. Couple of name, image, likeness questions. John asked earlier. This may be a question for Igoe. Let's say ECU makes a post on social media saying 12 days until kickoff. They use a picture of Holton wearing his 12 jersey. Do they have to compensate him? I'm saying no to that. I don't
think so.
Because, I mean,
they've already done that.
Yeah, and you know, we use our Pirate Radio pictures and post pictures of players.
That's been going on for, like, we own the rights to the pictures because we're taking them and with our equipment.
Yeah,
you know, at a public event, like if they are using their own picture, or if they like borrow Holton's picture that he took from his own graphic design shop or whatever, then you'd probably have to compensate them. But I would think a university owns the rights to, if they're doing like a photo shoot with Holton as part of the pregame or season pregame entrance video or something, then the university owns the rights to that.
Robert asked, what if Nike came to an ECU player, being ECU is an Adidas school? So what if they offered Brandon Suggs some money to wear Adidas? Or wear Nike?
Yeah, I don't know about that. That's something that I would assume. You know, there was that whole deal with, remember Michael Jordan's son when he was with UCF? He wanted to wear Jordans, but they were a different company. So there was some big fallout of that.
Yeah, good question. We have more questions than answers. Bubba asks if I was when I go to Parker's, am I a Hush Puppies or Corn Sticks guy? I go Corn Sticks. I like the sticks. I know the Hush Puppies are good, but I use the sticks as a spoon basically to eat my Brunswick stew. That stemmed from a hypothetical situation on the Hoist the Colors message board.
Yes, it did.
Where Trent Holler and Holton Ahlers were fighting due to Holton getting a Parker sponsorship, and we had a little fun with that on the message board.
I'm sure if it happens at ECU, it's not going to happen anywhere else.
You're right. All right, you want to get to our position preview, Igoe?
Let's do it.
All right, I don't have an intro today. Well, what's your favorite position?
What's your favorite position?
Running back. Finish it.
I don't know how to finish.
All right. Igoe, last year we previewed the running backs, and what happened to Chase Hayden? Why did Chase Hayden not work out at ECU?
Chase Hayden is now at Illinois.
With Tony Peterson?
With Tony Peterson, but more importantly, their head coach, Brett Bielema.
Ah.
They recruited him to Arkansas.
Ah. Boy, what a long, strange trip it's been for Chase Hayden.
I was about to say, what a long, strange trip it's been for Brett Bielema.
Both. And Tony Peterson.
Who keeps ascending, I guess.
Were you going to say failing up?
No, I mean, okay. I feel like App's offense was respectable.
You know what?
Last year.
They were.
Yeah. They ran the ball successfully.
You know what? They probably did. Tony Peterson started every sentence with, you know what?
A little bit.
So, Chase Hayden gone. Demetrius Mooney, what position is he officially now, Igoe?
Demetrius Mooney is a Sam linebacker.
And Darius Penix is attending what school?
Tiffin University.
All right, so those are kind of the three we previewed last year. None of them at East Carolina anymore, but the two studs that emerged last year were the freshmen, Rajay Harris and Keaton Mitchell. And again, I'll say this, Igoe, you were very high on Harris coming in. And I could see why after watching him play on the football field.
I mean, his high school tape was as good as any running back recruit that ECU signed. I mean, he was so big, but you see in high school tapes, you see so many guys just run through an open hole and go untouched for a touchdown. But his wiggle, his ability to make people miss at his size, I was just shocked that he did not have more recruiting interest coming out of high school.
Where did he go to high school?
Burns High School in South Carolina, which is one of the top high school programs in that state. So I was surprised that South Carolina did not recruit him, and a couple other schools in that state. I know Clemson kind of flirted with him a little bit, but in the end, ECU was his first offer, actually under Mo's staff, and then Mike Houston, basically he was their top target upon arrival for the 2020 class, and they just did a tremendous job of recruiting him harder than anybody, the most consistently, and he got here, and I knew he would play right away. The problem was you had Penix coming back. It's tough to bench a guy who's played that much. You brought in Chase Hayden. That's kind of an X factor. And Demetrius Mooney had a good freshman year. And so you were like, how much is he really going to play? But it got to the point where in preseason camp, it was like, you're not going to be able to keep this guy off the field.
Was it spring or was it fall camp last year where Keaton Mitchell made a name for himself? I guess it was fall camp.
There was no spring.
Oh, yeah, so it had to be. I guess preseason, fall camp, whatever. I think that was the first time I'd heard about him. And I don't know if they had a scrimmage or what, Igoe, but he had an 80-yard run or something.
Yeah.
But, hey, who's this guy? And we saw him play more and get better and better towards the end of the year. In fact, Harris and Mitchell both had 2 100-yard rushing games last year. Mitchell's coming towards the end of the season.
Yeah, Harris got pretty banged up towards the end of the year, and he actually missed, remember, the SMU game, right? Mm-hmm. And then so that was pretty much the Keaton Mitchell show, and he had good numbers catching the football. And I think on the first couple of drives, he looked just completely incredible as a running back. He was catching the ball in the backfield, breaking tackles, running between the tackles, running outside. I mean, that's the thing about Keaton is he's a smaller back, but he really runs between the tackles well, and he breaks a lot of tackles. I mean, I just think at the end of the day, you have two really good all-around running backs who do have some different skill sets. And I think the sky's the limit for that duo. It's just a matter of keeping them healthy. How do you divvy up their touches? How do you keep them healthy? How do you keep them happy? How much do you utilize them? When do you utilize them versus the passing game? A lot to build on with those two guys.
Harris had about 180 more rushing yards than Mitchell and also had 40 more carries. Had 2 more touchdowns than Mitchell. Mitchell's averaged a little bit better than Harris, but they are about the same there. Is it like a 1A, 1B here? I mean, we kind of look at Rajay Harris as the number one back, but I feel like the gap is a lot closer than that, like Mitchell being the backup,
I'll put it this way, and I don't think the coaches will mind me sharing this, but when I was interviewing Mike Houston recently, we were in the depth chart room, and I had a running back at the top. They basically have them side by side, as in you have 2 starters. No other position was like that. So that pretty much shows how they view them. Is it even 1A and 1B? It's just like 2 number ones. I mean, it really is a point where I think you look at them as both lead backs.
And this is a very low number, Igoe. 6 catches in 8 games for Harris. Mitchell had 11 catches, 75 yards. His average is higher than Harris's. They also both had 1 receiving touchdown. You would look at Mitchell, I guess, being the better receiver out of the backfield? Or you disagree with that?
I've seen them both in practice catch the ball really well. I think Rajay can be just as good. It's just a matter of throwing him the ball. I think they both are really good. It's just, Keaton maybe more on that swing, catching kind of the swing pass and getting upfield, whereas Rajay may be more the check down guy. But it just depends on what you're looking for. They've done a little bit of everything this spring. I noticed they've threw to the running backs a lot more on design passes out of the backfield to get those guys out in space, especially Keaton. So, Keaton's build would lead you to believe he's more of the guy. But, the thing about Rajay is his short space, ability to separate. He catches the ball or he gets the ball and he accelerates extremely quickly for a big back. So, he gets the top speed very quickly, which leads to me, if you dump the ball over the middle, he should be able to turn upfield and get yardage right away. You see so many backs in the NFL do that because that's how, all of them have that short space acceleration. Rajay has that too at 225 pounds, which is pretty special.
I thought we might kind of separate these guys a little bit. The more we talk about them, the more it sounds like they are like closer together.
I just think they're 2-1s. Yeah,
yeah. It's
and you ride the hot hand. You get in a game. You know, if Rajay's feeling it early, you ride him. If Keaton's feeling it early, you ride him.
Or you could script who gets the ball when, like previous coaches did. The hot hand doesn't exist.
Like when that was a Tony Peterson.
That was Tony Peterson. Right? Yeah.
I mean, it worked pretty good for.
I mean, look, the results say
when you got good running backs and a good O-line, it probably works a lot better than when you have. No offense to Darius Penix, but he was a solid short yardage back. He just never was the number one back in the American.
Wasn't he highly thought of coming out of high school?
He was fairly highly recruited. Yeah, I mean, he was not
more than Harris.
Nah, he wasn't as highly recruited as Harris or Mitchell.
Oh, okay. All right, interesting.
But he was a solid in-state recruit. He had his role. I mean, even if he would have came back this year, I feel like he would have had a really good role.
All right, Igoe,
to be the guy.
You asked me to break down the other running backs on East Carolina. Not only can I not do that, I can't say most of their names. We'll start with Asa Barnes.
Sounds right to me.
Okay, good. So if you don't know it, then
he is I kind of grouped these guys together: Asa Barnes, Macy O'Donnell, and Derek Austin.
Now, I do know that Joseph McKay, that's Pop, right?
Pop McKay, yeah.
Now, is he a true freshman?
Yes, true freshman. He just got here.
And why have I seen his name quite a bit? Is he
is a highly touted recruit. Big physical guy.
Okay.
I mean, I think if he can grasp the offense, I think he can play right away.
Is he the best out of this bunch, in your opinion?
In terms of sheer talent, yeah.
Okay. Jamoni Wilson. How you say that one?
I don't know how to say that one, honestly.
I just go Jamo.
I'm just calling him G-Money.
G-Money Wilson, along with Kayvon Chambers.
Kayvon Chambers is a preferred walk-on running back.
Derek Austin, Macy O'Donnell, and Barnes. So out of this group, Pop, the most highly touted anyway. But you usually end up seeing 5 or 6 guys run the ball a year. Not a lot, but there's injuries. There's end-of-game situations where you pull your starters. So what is the depth chart, in your opinion, behind Harrison Mitchell?
Right now, it's Harrison Mitchell, and we'll see.
Yeah,
I mean, it's really what it is. I mean, it's none of those guys are proven. Barnes, Austin, and Donald were here for spring ball, which helps them. Maceo is kind of a guy, used to play inside receiver. They moved him to running back to be kind of a receiver type of threat, so he could potentially see the field in certain packages. He's actually got a nice little skill set. Former preferred walk-on skill player. Austin and Barnes are 2 bigger backs. I think they have some potential. I don't think they're ever going to be like the guy, but I think that they've been in the program long enough. I want to say this is their 3rd year, maybe only their 2nd, but they've been in the program. They know the offense. Wilson is a very intriguing player. I think Wes Forsyth's all-time leading rusher, which is a very good high school program. He's boys with Jaquan McMillan, who also went there. He would have been pretty highly recruited coming out of high school, just did not have the academics, so he went to Marshall as a non-qualifier, ended up succeeding in the classroom, transferred here because Marshall did away with its program. And so he's an intriguing player. Pop McKay, physical, huge back.
What is huge? What are his numbers?
He's 210 plus probably. He's just built kind of like a rock. I mean, if you just see him, he's got crazy hair. He just looks like a fun running back.
What's the hair situation?
I mean, if you Google Pop McKay, it'll probably pop up. I think on his ECU Pirates profile. I think they just uploaded some pictures the other day. I don't know much about the Kayvon Chambers guy other than he's probably a walk-on.
So are we talking like fro?
It's more like a do. Yeah. I don't know how you get all that.
It looks like a mullet. It's really high up front and it's coming down in the back. All right, I like it. Pop McKay, pictured there with Chris Foster, right?
Yes.
The RB coach. I like that guy. All right, let's take a timeout, Shirley. We'll come back. We'll wrap up this hour with Igoe, a little more on the running backs. Phil Steele has his preseason teams selected, and a lot of Pirates mentioned there. We'll talk about that with Igoe as well and wrap up this hour when we return after this.
Hey Pirate fans, this is Cliff Godwin. Summer is here and I want to invite your son to attend Cliff Godwin Youth Camps. We will offer 3 sessions the weeks of June 28th, July 12th, and July 26th. All camps will be held at Clark LeClaire Stadium and campers will get baseball instruction from members of the 2021 ECU baseball team. Campers will also play games and each camp ends with our famous Pirate Slip and Slide. Full day and half day sessions are offered. For more information, visit cliffgodwinbaseballcamp.com. See you there. Go Pirates.
You've worked hard to start your business and working even harder to make it successful. And that's why it's important to have a bank in your corner when you need them. This is former ECU baseball player Ashley Capps from Select Bank and Trust. And as the business world throws you curveballs, we're here to be responsive to your needs. Our team of local bankers can make local decisions and cares about you, the customer. Get the business services that are right for your business today with Select Bank and Trust. Bank local, bank select, member FDIC.
Weekends are made for AJ McMurphy's. Start your Sunday fun day at AJ's. AJ's is now serving brunch from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and a build-your-own Bloody Mary bar. Enjoy your weekend with live music on Friday night and Saturday night with no cover charge. And you can catch all of the MLB and ECU baseball action on AJ's TVs. See you this weekend at AJ McMurphy's, Turnberry Square at Bells Fork, and on Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously, but as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard across from Hardee's at Bells Fork, or online at greenvilleautoworld.net.
Hey, Troy D here for my friends at Villa Verde. If you know me, you know I love being outside, but finding a good place to eat outside can sometimes be tough. Well, our pals at Villa Verde have fixed that. Not only does Villa Verde have awesome, unique, one-of-a-kind dishes here in Greenville, they also have a brand new outside dining area. And this outside area is sweet. It's covered, you're in the shade, and cooling fans are on. Enjoy the comfort and relaxation of dining outside with our friends at Villa Verde. Villa Verde on 10th Street, a platform for good.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles for my friends at Ed Watkins Marine. I've known Ed personally for years, covering his winning performances on the football field and on NASCAR's pit road. Now Ed is winning on the water, and you get to win too. You win with awesome boat prices from Ed Watkins Marine, and of course, great service after the sale. If you're looking for a new boat, contact Ed Watkins Marine today. They will deliver anywhere. Find them online at edwatkinsmarine.com and tell them the voice sent you.
Hey everybody, this is David Glenn, and you're listening to my favorite station in Eastern North Carolina, Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by University PC Care, your local tech support experts for all your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tommy's Express Car Wash. Come experience the difference at Tommy's. Now open at the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road. Doesn't your car deserve it? Visit Tommy's Express Car Wash today. Now let's head back in to Pirate Radio Live. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
Welcome back into Pirate Radio Live. Man, we have some great stuff during the breaks. This break, we were talking fantasy football and how Scotty Montgomery has the best running back room in the NFL. Kind of sounds like a joke, but it could be true with Jonathan Taylor Thomas from Home Improvement, Nyheim Hines from the 2021 college baseball champion NC State Wolfpack, and Marlon Mack from
South Florida Bull.
Skip Holtz, Go Bulls, South Florida.
What about a little bit about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Leonard Fournette, Ronald Jones,
Keyshawn Vaughn.
That guy?
I don't know.
If you're talking about a triple threat, then yeah.
But
Colts.
to be serious, like they're up there, right? The Colts?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
I guess not on board. Okay.
I agree.
Thank you, Chandler.
Do we agree?
Do we not agree? Thank you, Chandler.
Do we not agree?
I was mesmerized by 24/7 Sports being on the screen. My buddy Steve Wiltfong.
You like that dude?
National recruiting analyst for 24/7 Sports. I don't know who he's
Y'all bros?
He's talking to some kid.
Ty Simpson, 5-star
That's
quarterback,
weird.
committed to Alabama.
Do you have your annual retreat this summer in Nashville? You already went to Nashville once.
No, we're not this summer. Since
Okay.
COVID happened, we haven't had it.
And you got a kid on the way.
Yeah,
So-
probably wouldn't be going anyways.
A lot going on. All right, Igoe, we are just about out of time. Anything else to hit on today? Running back wise, we talked about it last week. Ehlers, we project going to run the football more than he did a year ago. How much?
I get asked that question every VIP
I know.
chat, by
I
the
know.
way.
How many, when the game is still in reach, snaps will Mason Garcia get? I don't think we talked about that last week. Like,
I mean, if Holden Ehlers is playing well and the game is within reach, 0.
you don't see any like packages, any reason to get him in.
No, I mean,
Okay.
I don't think so.
All right, just curious about that. Mariners win, Steven. They're playing well.
The Mariners are good? Question mark. I mean, they are 4 games over 500, and they just took a series at the White Sox and a series at the Blue Jays.
You get to watch them and root for them after the All-Star break, which that's a good thing
It's
for
been
you.
a long
Right?
time. I mean, I said on the show last week or the week before that I just want them to finish 500 or better, and I'll be very happy.
Did you see the Madden 22 home field advantage stuff?
I did not.
We're talking about this in hour 1. The Washington one is hilarious. Unstable ground.
That's fitting.
Away team has an increasingly hard time changing directions. They're basically saying
Changing directions? Spelled it wrong.
And we have a typo. That's also typical for Washington. They're basically saying Washington's playing surface is crap. And I love it.
I mean, that's
true.
accurate. You watch any Washington game, I almost said Redskins. You watch any Washington game on TV, and the field is just always cut up.
It's like yellow, brown, gross. Denver's home field advantage in Madden 22, mile high. Away team has less stamina during plays. It's
pretty
Makes
accurate,
sense. Makes sense. So some of these are cool. Like the Saints, they got a huge advantage. One of the receivers will run the wrong route on 3rd and 4th down plays.
On every 3rd
in the
and 4th down
Superdome. When they go for a conversion,
That's
receiver will have the incorrect route.
Like, I could see that happening like 3 times a game, but every 3rd or 4th down seems a little extreme. What is the Raiders? I saw it said just win, baby. What does that mean?
They have not had fans in their stadium ever. Home team gains momentum faster and increased fatigue recovery while winning. Just win, baby.
Okay.
Yeah. Some of these are cool. Some of them that they clearly
just you kind of have to make up.
Yeah. Like in Buffalo, there's like a wind advantage. That's a pretty good one. Miami, the home team fatigued slower. People are used to the Miami Heat. So
Yeah, I can see that.
some of these are cool. Some are pretty lame. All right,
Jaguars, Duval, I saw.
Duval. Every fan gets a Gardner Minshew mullet. What's going on at Hoist the Colors, Steven?
Lots of recruiting coverage. There was a new commitment that announced earlier today, Tyler Lineberger.
I like the
which
name.
is a great name for an offensive lineman.
Definitely.
He committed today, and there's going to be another commitment at approximately 6 p.m. I've already talked to the prospect, done an article, got it in the can. We're ready to go. We always are ready to go on Hoist the Colors, always working ahead. And so we'll have that news for you about an hour as soon as PRL wraps up.
All right. Well, something to look forward to after our show today. Thanks for hanging out, Steven.
Absolutely.
We have best ofs next week. We'll get you back on in early to mid-July.
Potentially.
Baby pending.
Yeah.
On that. So good luck with that as well to you and Erica. Mostly Erica.
Thank you.
You as a supporter.
Just pray for my sanity that I don't get killed.
Bye, Erica.
Yeah, bye, Erica. Yep.
Well, I've been praying for that all along. She's kind of feisty.
Oh, it's going to be an experience.
All right, let's take a time out. We'll come back. Hour 3 on the way. We got Troy D going to join us in studio. And we got Rich Shea. We're going to get you ready for the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest. Joey Chestnut, no surprise, a huge favorite. But who else could be in the running to pull the upset this year? We'll get into all that and a whole lot more in Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. We'll also make you a winner, open up the booty bag. It's all ahead. We're back with you after this.
Have you stopped doing your favorite activity due to chronic aches and pains? Let Eastern Physical Medicine and Rehab help. They provide regenerative injection therapy that can help with osteoarthritis, joint pain, carpal tunnel, and plantar fasciitis. Eastern Physical Medicine and Rehab will help you get back into the groove. Eastern Physical Medicine and Rehab, 2245 Stantonsburg Road, across from the hospital. Call 215-9294 for an appointment today.
There's nothing more important than protecting your family. Fire ants can cause painful allergic reactions and even death. Protect your loved ones at home where you should feel the safest. Visit pesttechofgreenville.com to learn of our once-a-year treatment to guarantee you stay fire ant free. Tested and proven effective by your Eastern North Carolina exterminating professionals at Pest Tech of Greenville. Mention the crying baby for an extra 10% off.
A car wash experience like no other is here at the new Tommy's Express. You'll enjoy a gentle belt conveyor ride through our bright, inviting wash as luscious foams and soft cloths treat your car like new. After a final rinse, wax, and blow dry for a beautiful spot-free shine in just about 3 minutes, help yourself to our free vacuums and mat washers. We're Tommy's Express.
Tommy's Express Wash, now open on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Red Banks Road in Greenville. Guess what, Greenville? Calzones are back. Community Calzone is the only restaurant in town specializing in calzones. Choose from over 50 different calzones, or you design your own with unlimited options, including vegetarian. Community Calzone also features wings, huge salads, and more. Plus, they deliver to almost everywhere in Pitt County. Located on Greenville Boulevard next to Ashley Furniture Warehouse, they're open for lunch, dinner, and late night for dine-in, pickup, or delivery. It's Community Calzone.
Ahoy, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express. We're here to serve our pirate community by offering easy payments for easy ownership. For you landlubbers, R&R will install a new set of tires for just $20. $50 installs new custom wheels and tires. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
Hey Birdland, the Orioles Ticket Marketplace is the best place to score Orioles ticket deals, including single game tickets, ticket packs, special offers, and more. The Orioles Ticket Marketplace is the fastest, easiest, and most affordable way for you to purchase tickets. By using the Orioles Ticket Marketplace, you can beat the lines at the box office. This is your one-stop shop to get exclusive deals, so check back often for the latest opportunities. Don't wait. Visit the Orioles Ticket Marketplace today at Orioles.com/tickets.
White Claw Hard Seltzer, a wave of refreshment. Crafted using our unique Brew Pure process. Made pure. Nothing tastes like White Claw Hard Seltzer.
White Claw Hard Seltzer, available in 5 fruit flavors, 2 grams of carbs, gluten-free, and 100 calories. Find it at whiteclaw.com. White Claw Hard Seltzer. Nothing tastes quite like it. Proudly distributed by Coastal Beverage. Please drink responsibly.
If you're recovering from an injury, getting back into sports, dealing with everyday pain or fatigue, then Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness can help you get back on track and live well. Kinetic's award-winning staff features a TPI golf specialist that offers assessments and rehab to help you get back on the course and playing your best.
This is Dr. Shondell Jones, and you deserve to live well. Call us at 364-2806 or visit kptonline.com. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. The Tarboro River Bandits are back. Come experience the best collegiate baseball around this summer. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit TarboroughRiverBandits.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The Tarboro River Bandits are back. Come experience the best collegiate baseball around this summer. They're only 20 minutes from Greenville, and the Tarboro River Bandits have a beautiful stadium. It's also family and kid friendly, and they have great food and drink specials, plus the coldest beer in the East. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit TarboroughRiverBandits.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Brock.
All righty. Thank you, Shirley Rhodes, Chandler Honeycutt, alongside as well. Troy D here for Hour 3 of this Thursday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Troy, how you doing?
Doing great, Clip Rock. Welcome to summer. July is here, ready to roll. Looking forward to a fun holiday week coming up, holiday weekend. Beautiful, warm weather.
I don't care about the weather.
I care about the weather, and it's beautiful. And it's got me in a good mood, Clip. I'm in summer mode.
Good.
Welcome to Summer Troy.
Glad to have Summer Troy joining us for the next couple months.
Versus Winter Troy, that's very angry and nasty.
Very, well, definitely depressed.
Yeah,
sad,
depressed.
I would say.
Yeah, maybe not nasty, but definitely angry and depressed.
Definitely mopey.
Yeah,
mopey Troy.
That's good. Yeah.
But Summer Troy is indeed here. And with the summer and with July comes the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest,
It does.
Troy D.
So one of my favorite events of the year. We'll talk to the promoter, the organizer, and the commissioner, president. He's got a lot of titles.
Head honcho.
Yeah, Major League Eating. They are to professional eating what the NFL is to professional football. Nobody does it bigger or better than MLE. And the Super Bowl of competitive eating, Clip Rock, is July 4th, Coney Island, the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Competition. And it'll be on ESPN again, and we'll talk to Rich Shea, who is the commissioner of the MLE.
I looked up the odds earlier. Joey Chestnut, an overwhelming favorite. In fact, you can bet $10 on anybody to win not named Joey Chestnut and win $130.
I don't see how you could lose by betting on Joey. Unless you were betting on the number of dogs he will take in. But I think he's definitely going to win.
That's a good question, too. What's the over-under of dogs this year?
I'm going to put it at 70.
All right. We'll see what Rich says.
I don't think he's going to set a record this year, but I think he definitely wins again. I don't think he has anything to prove. I mean, this guy is the Michael Jordan, the Tiger Woods, and, you name the best, the LeBron James of his time, all combined in the competitive eating. I mean, you want to talk about a legend? We're living in special times, Clip, that you'll tell your kids about Joey Chestnut one day.
Yeah, I might do it when I get home tonight.
Yeah, or grandkids.
I'll text Lily right now.
Hey, remember to watch Sunday. It's going to be on at noon.
We'll talk to Rich Shea. We'll also talk about the NIL, name, image, likeness.
I am currently fielding offers. If you would like Troy D to voice your commercial, sponsor your business, I am offering those services just like I was for the past 18 years.
Yeah.
I was ahead of the ball game on this.
Ping pong champion and rode the bench for some soccer titles.
Like my name, image, and likeness associated with your business, like many successful businesses already have.
That's true.
Contact me here at the station.
We will discuss that. Also, there is a line out for ECU and App State.
I saw.
And it is shocking.
Are you nervous?
I'm a little nervous now.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh boy. When you said shocking, I was like, wow, maybe the Pirates are favored. Not so fast, my friend.
Yeah, we will discuss that as well.
Lot to get to, Clip Rock.
We will be back with Rich Shea. Talk some MLE, Major League Eating and Hot Dog Eating Contest after this.
Hey, Troy D here for my friends at Villa Verde. If you know me, you know I love being outside, but finding a good place to eat outside can sometimes be tough. Well, our pals at Villa Verde have fixed that. Not only does Villa Verde have awesome, unique, one-of-a-kind dishes here in Greenville, they also have a brand new outside dining area. And this outside area is sweet. It's covered, you're in the shade, and cooling fans are on. Enjoy the comfort and relaxation of dining outside with our friends at Villa Verde. Villa Verde on 10th Street, a platform for good.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Tom Brown from Brown & Wood Buick GMC Truck. We've been serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina for 83 years. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 showrooms, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This month at Brown & Wood, get an all-new Buick Encore GX 2021 and save over $3,500 or 0% for 72 months. And as always, Brown & Wood is the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
We're located on Greenville Boulevard next to the Convention Center, or shop us online at brownandwoodauto.com.
The Pirate Radio Podcast.
Carl Lester Crumpler.
I remember making the decision in the hallway of our athletic area at Fike, breaking down in tears, saying that I would attend East Carolina University, and I literally cried like a baby, not being disappointed, but just like the relief of the pressure of having made a decision, and I never looked back from that point on.
Listen to every Pirate Radio podcast now by visiting our podcast channel and subscribing in Apple iTunes or SoundCloud. The Pirate Radio Podcast is powered by White Claw Hard Seltzer, proudly distributed by Coastal Beverage.
If Jersey Mike's Turkey had a resume, it would say it's 99% fat-free and raised without antibiotics. But our turkey already has its dream job at Jersey Mike's, because premium meat makes a sub above. At Jersey Mike's, we take great satisfaction in getting that perfect meat slice. Yes. But we don't do it for fun. We do it for fresh, because slice to order makes a sub above.
At US Cellular, we see our customers as more than just customers. They're neighbors. When you switch to US Cellular, you can get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G for free with no hidden requirements. As a neighbor, you deserve it. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Look for Sparky Snowballs location at the Food Truck Rodeo on the corner of Evans Street and Fire Tower Road, and remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $9.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for only $2.50. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $9.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's in downtown Greenville, and now available through DoorDash, featuring a half gallon of the famous margarita mix to go for only $9.99. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Sawyer's Fun Park is now open in Greenville. This state-of-the-art 40,000 square foot facility features a 2-story LED interactive laser tag, a one-of-a-kind 2-story ninja course, a ropes course with a 180-degree zip line, and it's only one of 5 in the country that are indoors. Multiple climbing walls, a super cool arcade with 40-plus games, and a brand new full-service cafe and bar for adults. Visit the brand new Sawyer's Fun Park, now open, located right behind ARU on Corey Road, Greenville.
This is Pirate Radio, Pirate Radio.
Pirate.
Pirate
Radio.
Pirate Radio.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. The Tarboro River Bandits are back. Come experience the best collegiate baseball around this summer. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit TarboroughRiverBandits.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Save lives, be a hero, and make $1,000 your very first month donating plasma at Grifols Biomat USA. Is the easiest way to make extra money. Start now at Biomat USA on 505 South Memorial Drive. Make up to $1,000 in a month and save lives now at Grifols Biomat USA. A better donor experience and better pay. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Brock.
Back with you on Pirate Radio Live here on a Thursday. We will make you a winner coming up at the end of this segment, so stay tuned. We'll open up the Pirate Radio booty bag. And speaking of winners, Troy, we're going to crown some winners coming up this Sunday, July 4th, at the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest.
Yeah, I think about my favorite time of year, and I really think July 4th is one of my all-time favorite holidays of the year, and definitely favorite week. It's just, I don't know, this is a great week, a great holiday, and you want to talk about a fun event during the holiday. Doesn't get any more fun and bigger than the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Competition from Coney Island. It is the Super Bowl of eating competitions. We talk to Rich Shea all the time, especially this time of year. In case you do not know, he is the co-founder of MLE. They are Major League Eating. It's the sanctioning body for all major competitive eating events across the country and really across the world. Current commissioner and president of that organization. Rich, honor and privilege, my friend, to have you on the air with us once again. Thank you for your time.
Well, thanks so much for calling me, guys. It's an exciting time of year, and I agree with you on July 4. I do love it, although it means a lot of work for me. It's like, but it's just such a fantastic holiday, and being out there in Coney Island, obviously, is amazing.
Last year was such a weird year with the COVID year. You guys still had it, but it was kind of an indoor event. I remember there weren't many people there. This year, are the protocols done? Is it back to normal? Are you back to, hey, people are going to go out and how kind of we remember this thing outside?
So not exactly. We will have a crowd, which is awesome, but because the change in protocols was so paced, and there's so much permitting in New York, we are actually moving it into home of the Brooklyn Cyclones, which is a minor league baseball team. So the Cyclones have a 66-something plus thousand seat park. We'll fill them, and I think they're almost all filled. We got some sort of like limited view seats that are maybe still open, and we're going to try to fill the field, seeing what they'll let us do. So we'll have a crowd, which is awesome. It'll be loud. It'll be sort of luxurious for us because usually we're just out in the street, and it's hard to even move around with 35,000 people. But it'll be fewer people, but it's a step in the right direction for sure.
All right, now, folks listening and watching us, I doubt are going to be up at New York anyway. They're going to be watching on TV. Let's talk about how folks can watch this, because your TV deal in the past has been pretty sweet. I assume you have the same deal with ESPN this year.
We do. This is our 18th year on ESPN. We'll be on the flagship at noon, and you can stream on their mobile on ESPN3 starting at 11:30. But yeah, so we're psyched. So it should be a big day for the broadcast, and they're all behind it. And they're an incredible partner, obviously. When the league was in its infancy, they certainly helped us mature and get some eyeballs.
That's a massive TV deal, Clip. I mean, it's
a positive.
I was going to say it might be better than the American Athletic Conference has with ESPN. You guys get better coverage.
I don't want to look at their contract as opposed to mine now.
All right, let's talk about the big story. Joey Chestnut, the world champion, the #1 competitive ranked eater in the world. I almost can't even remember a time Joey wasn't #1. What an incredible stud this guy is when it comes to consuming food. He's the odds-on favorite. Is there anyone even close to knocking this guy off?
So it's interesting. Last time we spoke, we were going to do that DraftKings event at the Super Bowl, and he lost three DraftKings events in what I consider to be our off year. Jeff Esper is a guy who came in third in hot dogs. Didn't compete last year. The year before, he came in third. Darren Breeden, who placed second last year, but I put Esper as the #2 ranked eater in the world. There's going to be a little bit of a KD Rappaport beef going on. They don't like one another, Esper and Breeden. But I do think it's probably a fight for second. But these guys can beat Joey and have beaten Joey. But as you know, it's just like hot dogs. That discipline is super hard. There's a reason this is sort of our masters, right? and Joey just excels, and it's a capacity game. He just has the capacity to can push to that next level that no one else has been able to do.
Rich, clip here. It's amazing looking at the odds because not only is it, you can take Esper for as a big underdog to beat Joey Chestnut. I just saw it Joey versus the field, and you can take the field. You can take any other competitor there and bet $10 and win like 140. It's crazy the odds on favorite Joey Chestnut is for this event. So, like you said, it's not close. Is it like I was thinking about tennis? Like Rafael Nadal is really good on clay, but Djokovic and Federer can beat him on grass. Is this Joey's prime event where he might get beat in other things, but he doesn't get beat in hot dogs?
Yeah, in fact, it's funny, Clip. I've said that very same Roland Garros comment before with Federer, and it's he doesn't get beaten hot dogs. I mean, he amps for this one, right? And it's the big one, and so he can make his year out there in Coney Island, and that's what he does. But yeah, you don't have to bet money if you want to play for free on DraftKings. They have a free to play too. So. Check out the pool, but yeah, Joey he will fall someday, but I don't know when. I mean, he's younger than Tom Brady, so he still has some time, it would seem.
Yeah, I was wondering how much gas he has left in the tank. It seems like his tank is pretty big and full of hot dogs. Rich Shea,
and it's plenty of gas.
Yeah, it causes a lot of gas too. Rich Shea joining us from MLE Major League Eating. The event is the nation's #1 competitive eating event. It's this Sunday at high noon on ESPN for the hot dog eating competition. Rich, how many? I'm going from memory here. I believe the world record is 74 set by Joey. Am I right about that?
He did. So Joey did 75.
75. Okay.
Inside with air conditioning, but no crowd to cheer him on. So I think he would tell you that the heat can sometimes be oppressive.
Mm-hmm.
The crowd always makes up for it. Will we see a new number? I just can't imagine. I never thought we'd see north of 64, right? So it's like it's an amazing thing what he can do. And then the ladies contest, Mickey Sudo set a world record last year with 48.5. So Mickey Sudo, however, is engaged to be married to Nick Wary, number 6th ranked eater in the world, and Nick is competing. Mickey's not, because she is with child. So we have a new lady, not a new lady, but a new odds-on favorite for the ladies round named Michelle Lesko from Arizona.
Rich, are there any new rules with the competition this year, or is everything going to remain the same? Is the time at all changed? Is that still stay the same, or is anything going to be different this year other than the location?
No, in fact, because of the protocols, last year we had to be 6 feet apart with plexi, so the location will be different. I think there'll be fewer people pressing against the stage, right? It won't be that sea of humanity on the field. But no, same hot dog. At least we're 1 block away from the original Nathan's Famous. One thing that is new is we got Badlands Booker doing a lemonade chug at the top of the show, which you're not going to want to miss. And if he makes a mess, we got Bounty as a sponsor this year, so the quicker picker-up will be there if he spills any. But
how much lemonade is Badlands Booker trying to take down now?
That's a gallon. Just seems like a simple unit of lemonade.
Yeah, so it's really a speed round. It's how quick can he drink a gallon of lemonade? Is that right?
Yeah. I actually am not looking at the DraftKings odds on that one. They are out there.
How quick do you think you could drink a gallon of lemonade, Clip?
7 hours.
Really?
I don't know.
I thought you were going to say 7 minutes.
I don't know.
It depends on what you mix it with.
He did. Now Rich, he did at the last time we talked to you. He was going to do this at a Vegas event with milk, correct?
Right.
Yeah. Didn't he drink a gallon of milk in like a minute?
It was like 58 seconds. He crushed a gallon of Coke, or Pepsi, whatever, cola. The most amazing thing. Oh, and I have to tell you, I'm going to share some news with you guys. But in the middle, so it was a gallon poured into 2 vessels. He finished the first jar and then let out this epic belch, like just amazing belch, and then went and crushed the second jar. And that belch brings me to this little announcement we have this weekend, which is go to proburping.com. We're starting the Professional Burping League. Nothing to do with competitive eating, although there's sort of there's a brethren there.
Get out, for real.
So, yeah, for sure.
So there's going to be a nationwide professional burping league. I just had a soft drink before I came in, guys. And Shirley, you heard it. That was just like a 12-ounce can. And I thought I had a pretty good belch in there in the production room earlier. Did I not?
Yeah, to the point I just kind of looked at you and was like, seriously, we're doing a show here and you just belched really loud in here.
It just came out, but Rich, I feel like this could be a sport for me here.
Absolutely, dude. And it's not a capacity game, but it's just you have to have the lungs for it.
Yeah.
And then there's duration, of course, and there's tenor or like the bellow, the sound of it. So keep a look. I'll be in touch with you guys.
Oh yeah, I might be. This could be a new career path for me here.
May have found her calling. Rich,
Troy, don't let another burp like that go without filming it.
That's a great point.
Don't do that for free, Troy. You got to monetize
with all this NIL stuff. I could be sponsored for my burps. You're right.
Yeah, Rich. The new thing in Major League Baseball, you got the umpires checking for sticky substances as pitchers walk off the field. I'm just curious: is there every athlete looks for an edge any way you can get it? Is there ways you can kind of bend the rules to prepare for this event, to do during the event that is against the rules, or how do you cut corners in competitive hot dog?
How do you cheat in this?
Yeah.
Well, I've been at this for north of 20 years, and I've seen that we typically, in a non-COVID year, we do like 15 qualifiers around the country. So we'll go to malls and festivals and all over across the country. And it's less and less as the league has matured and the competition has become more serious. But I've seen dudes like, try to put a half a hot dog in their cup, or leave a lot of rolls in their cup and the rolls are disintegrating. That was in the old days. Our judges are looking for any sort of, like, if a dunk lasts longer, because we allow dunking if it lasts longer than 5 seconds, you get a warning, and then you could get kicked out. There's not, so we don't. If we have judges, we'll have 20 judges for 18 guys. But we don't have a problem on the fourth. And is there a substance? I don't know. But I will tell you, the baseball thing, and I love baseball. I went to a minor league game up in Maine, of all places, last week with my son, and these minor league pitchers were getting checked out like every inning. It was kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you how many guys. I think you just said there's going to be 18 competitors this year in the big show. Will this be, I know you guys usually try and keep it within an hour, so is this an hour event for people that want to watch it, or if they're going to be out on a boat or somewhere they can DVR it, obviously, but is it a clean hour, the broadcast?
The broadcast is noon to 1 Eastern, and if you're out on a boat, you can stream it. Yeah, but yes.
All right, so you're going to be on ESPN3 too?
Yep.
Or I should say ESPN3 also.
well.
Yeah, the 2 was 200. That can get confusing in the radio business. All right, good stuff, Rich. Man, we look forward to this. What else would you like folks to know about the event coming up on Sunday?
Well, I just, Nathan's is giving away 100,000 hot dogs, as it does every year, to Feeding America, which is important because we have a luxury of all these hot dogs out there, but a couple blocks away, people don't have that luxury. So think about that, of course, and have a damn good holiday. That's all I got to say.
And Rich, this is the Super Bowl of Major League Eating, but you have a lot of events. Anything coming up that we should know about later this year that you're excited about?
We have a Buffalo competition, a Buffalo wing eating competition in Buffalo, which has always been one of our huge events. Thousands of people. We're going to be doing it in the Buffalo Bills Stadium for the first time. But the fact that that's back is one of those. It's one of those events that's been with us for 20 years, so it makes me really excited. We'll start getting back out on the road, but that's certainly a tentpole event coming up.
And I'm still working some back channels for you, Rich, with the Chick-fil-A folks trying to get a nugget tray eating competition put down for you. I figured if we can get that sponsorship, you probably sign on with it. So we may co-sponsor that with them potentially, a Chick-fil-A nugget eating competition. And I'm still open-minded to the unsweet tea drinking competition.
Yep, you got to get the carbonated tea so you can get a pro burping. But I might join the nugget contest because I dig those.
Yeah,
the nuggets.
That'd be good. I'd like to participate in that one clip where necessarily might not be a competitive eater. I just be eating.
Yeah, and instead of water, I could dip in Polynesian and eat the nuggets. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, no doubt. Hopefully they haven't had any shortages like the chicken supremes at Bojangles. You guys don't have Bojangles up there, do you, Rich?
No, we just got Chick-fil-A like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So
it's been a crisis down here with this with the Bojangles chicken supremes. There's a shortage, and Bojangles can't keep them in the stores.
Yeah, there's a run on chicken for sure.
Yeah, good stuff, Rich. Sorry, go ahead.
All right, boys. Hey, thanks so much. I really appreciate the time, and I hope you have a wonderful holiday.
Yeah, we will watch for. And are you going to be on the broadcast again?
I am. It's Golik's kid, Mike Jr. and me will be on the broadcast. My brother George will be on the stage. It's going to be a lot of fun. Check out the Chug. and definitely join us or tape it or watch it on your phone.
Yeah, you guys do a great job. It's an American tradition, a lot of fun, and we appreciate your time as always on the program, and we'll touch base again soon.
All right, God bless, guys. Take care.
All right, there is Rich Shea with Major League Eating. As I said, one of my favorite events of the year, one of my favorite organizations. I feel like I've watched this organization grow throughout the years. Become a force in professional sports.
I feel like you had Rich on the show before it was even MLE, right?
Right, it was called something else. We should have talked to Rich about that. They rebranded it as MLE, and it was called something else. It was a little more wordy at the time. I forget exactly what it was. I'd have to look at the history of it. But before we had him on.
Was it called the Federation of Competitive Eating or something like that?
Something similar to that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's exactly what it was, but you're getting close, Shirley. But that would have been a good question to ask Rich.
The International Federation of Competitive Eating.
Oh, there you go.
The IFOCE.
IFOCE, that's it. Yep, you're right.
There you go.
Yeah, that brought back some memories.
Founded in 1997 and later became Major League Eating.
MLE is Major League Eating does sound branding-wise in their logo.
And
it was a good move.
It turns out Major League Eating is a league of the IFOCE, so they kind of just went away from that name. And
it's like the international governing body doing business as Major League Eating. This is kind of really getting in the weeds of competitive eating, but people like to know the behind the scenes.
Well, this is your favorite major sport.
I got to tell you, next to pro football, it's right up there. I will say this: I watch a lot more competitive eating than I do NBA basketball.
Yeah, I guess so.
Those are hard facts.
Yeah. All right, Shirley Rhodes. Let's make somebody a winner right now on this Thursday.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere. Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
All right, everybody is eligible. It is a brand new month, so if you won in June, you can win on July 1st. What are we giving away today, Shirley Rhodes?
How about free lunch at CPW's?
Man, that is a great prize to start out your July. 317-1250. What caller are we looking for?
I'm going to go with caller 12 today.
Caller 12, 317-1250.
Happy July, Clip Rock. Half the year is already gone. We're in the second half of the year now.
Yeah, you did this like 30 minutes
I didn't mention half the year. I just said we're in July.
All right, okay.
Well, for new listeners, Cliff, always people tuning in.
Happy July, everyone. We will take a time out, come back, talk Pirate football when we return after this.
Hey Pirate fans, this is Cliff Godwin. Summer is here and I want to invite your son to attend Cliff Godwin Youth Camps. We will offer 3 sessions the weeks of June 28th, July 12th, and July 26th. All camps will be held at Clark LeClaire Stadium and campers will get baseball instruction from members of the 2021 ECU baseball team. Campers will also play games and each camp ends with our famous Pirate Slip and Slide. Full day and half day sessions are offered. For more information, visit cliffgodwinbaseballcamp.com. See you there. Go Pirates.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Ready to travel and take a trip this summer? Avoid the long check-in lines and congestion at the big airports and fly local at PGV. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has recently added more American Airlines flights. Book today at aa.com. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Hello, this is Talbot Green with Angel Oak Home Loans. Now's the time to take advantage of the opportunity to buy more home or refinance your current mortgage at historically low rates. The combination of our local team's experience and Angel Oak's wide offerings of products from standard conventional, government, and portfolio loans has something for most financial situations. For more information, call Talbot Green, Joanne Weir, or Wanda Hager at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250, Equal Housing Lender.
There's no better time to drive away with a quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV from Greenville Auto World. Greenville Auto World is your authorized rough country dealer. We specialize in lift and leveling kits along with custom wheel packages. Whether you're looking for ground clearance or enhancing the appearance of your vehicle, trust our team for your off-road experience. Greenville Auto World, 3840 South Charles Boulevard across from Hardee's at Bell's Fork or online at greenvilleautoworld.net.
Warren's Hot Dog Pizza, homemade lemonade.
Hey, Pirate Nation, Warren's Hot Dogs, 2 locations are open for business in Greenville and Chocowinity. Both locations have drive-through windows, so stop by today for hot dogs, pizzas, subs, apple and peach turnovers, homemade lemonade, and breakfast in Chocowinity, featuring homemade cheese, ham, and chicken biscuits, plus sausage dogs and more. Warren's in Greenville, across from Ron Ayers Motorsports, and in Chocowinity, next to the fire department. Warren's Hot Dogs. Want some? Get some.
We paid how much for those lessons?
Shh. She's doing great.
Oh, yeah, totally. Can you pass me a Pepsi Zero Sugar? Great job, honey! Oh, look at that. That's not the end.
No way. Now it's time for the encore.
You know what? You're right. 5 times? Not enough times.
For everyone who traded in rock concerts for their kids' recitals, you've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar. That's what I like.
Here is your ice-cold Pepsi Zero Sugar, sir.
Oh, thanks.
Wanna watch the game? Ooh, little sports ball on a Sunday afternoon. Don't mind if I do. Hey, did we win? It sounds like we won.
It's still the first quarter.
I must be lucky. People say that about me. Tough break on that free throw there. Shouldn't be doing that.
Dude, we're watching football. Come on.
For everyone who spent the entire game explaining the entire game, you've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar. That's what I like.
The Tarboro River Bandits are back, and this year we'll have a full season, and all fans are welcome this year. Come watch some of the best collegiate baseball around with over 20 Division I players on this active roster looking to compete at a high level. We have a family-friendly atmosphere, awesome stadium, food and drink specials, plus the coldest beer on the East. Come do something different with the family this summer with the Tarboro River Bandits. 29 home games to choose from. Tickets available at the gate or online at TarboroRiverBandits.com.
Hi, this is Phil Steele of Phil Steele's College Football Preview Magazine, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. The Tarboro River Bandits are back. Come experience the best collegiate baseball around this summer. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit TarboroRiverBandits.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. ENS Hemp Company is the premier CBD store in the area. ENS Hemp has helped hundreds of people with joint pain, anxiety, insomnia, and more. ENS only sells the safest, purest, and most beneficial hemp products on the market. Visit them today on Fire Tower Road near Sam Jones Barbecue or online at eshempcompany.com. And congratulations to Susan Deans of Greenville. Picked up free lunch at CPW's. And, of course, CPW's has their classic menu with all of your favorites like tortellini CPW's, Cajun chicken and pasta, classic lasagna, the garbage pizza, and more. You can start every meal off with your favorite beverage. And CPW's fresh baked bread and garlic butter. And CPW's is located in the Stanton Square Shopping Center next to the hospital, and you can follow them on Facebook for daily updates. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip Brock.
Happy anniversary, Shirley.
There's Shirley Rhodes.
Thank you.
Here's Troy D.
You made it through another year.
Yeah.
How many years is this now?
Well, this is the beginning of year 18.
Wow. It's awesome.
Day 1 of year 18.
Yeah. And we were together for a number of years before
about
Pirate Radio.
6 years prior.
Yeah.
What's y'all do before Pirate Radio?
We didn't know each other.
Stuff.
Oh, yeah. We worked at different companies.
Yeah, we did work at different companies, but we did work under the same company umbrella for I was there for 6 years. You were there longer.
Yeah. Yeah. Shirley, I've been with Shirley a long time. We've been rowing the boat for a while. Shirley's probably the longest relationship I've had with a female.
Same. So,
we're in our 20 plus years. Shirley. This is pretty good.
And even though I've heard y'all yell at each other, probably you're the one that worked out the best.
Yes. Yeah. Sometimes opposites attract.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, there's a lot of get out of here, will ya?
Yeah. Well, we both, have good, strong, passionate opinions on things, and and we both care about work. So I think what unites us,
which is code for stubborn and hard-headed, is what that is.
We're more alike probably than we want to admit.
Yeah, we butt heads quite a bit, but that's just because.
I'd say lately, this has been a good year.
Yeah,
I haven't had a Shirley situation this year. that I can think of.
This year.
Yeah.
Last year we did.
No, I know. I said this 2021.
2021. We are halfway through the year.
You know, like when you go to a job site and they say we've had 67 days without a workplace incident, without an accident. Troy D and Shirley have gone. You know, what's half the year? Like 136 days without a workplace incident.
180 days if you count 30 days times 6. That's 180 days.
Yeah, so it's been this year's been a good year for us.
Yeah, it's not been a bad year.
I think both of us have mellowed a little bit as we've gotten older too.
You're in the office less, so it works.
I've
It
got
works out.
A lot of responsibilities outside of here.
Yeah, which is perfectly fine by me.
And when I'm here, I just leave you alone.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I think the biggest difference between y'all now is your skin tone. Troy, what you got going on?
This is summertime Troy, bud. I thought this is July. I'm full-time summer mode right here.
You are, yeah.
I've been spending a lot of time outside.
Changed colors on us.
Was at the pool for a while.
Good deal.
Sweet. Sunny.
A little more of the chest showing.
Yeah. I've dropped the undershirt.
Summertime Troy is here.
Summertime is in full swing.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is I'm full summer mode.
Yeah.
This next 2 months.
Rocking the dad bod all of a sudden.
Not dad bod. I'm going for the dude
working
bod.
out.
Yeah. Surely.
What?
Talked of my trainer, Mark Washington.
Well, no, I was just saying, you drop the undershirt and you're kind of, is this a midlife crisis, Troy?
No, I'm getting in shape.
This is an intervention.
No, this is summertime.
Summertime Troy.
Be ready for the beach.
It's been a big...
I don't remember you dropping an undershirt for the summertime.
No, this is new.
This is the new me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I'm, getting in better shape. I don't need to have as many, shirts on. It's hot. Why do I need to wear always an undershirt? I'll bring back the undershirt in wintertime.
Well, I mean, I need to be in better shape. I don't wear 2 shirts, mainly because I'm already going through hot flashes, so I don't need any more clothes on.
I was sweating so much because I was heavier, so I needed the undershirt to soak up the sweat.
Oh no, Red Beard has chimed in. Let's go live to Troy D, and he's got the tanning mom. What was that person called? The tanning mom or whatever.
Hey, just because you pale princesses over here, don't get jealous because
pale
I've got
princesses.
Troy, we could all go get sprayed like you did. It's not like you did anything.
I gotta tell you all my secrets.
I know.
I've been outside a lot too.
Okay,
because that doesn't stick with you. You got to do Actually, nothing sticks with you unless you keep doing it. If you can go outside, you can go outside for a week, but if you don't go outside again, it goes away.
Stick with it.
Yeah,
it looks sticky.
What are you talking about? This is like primo right here.
It's been a topic by a lot of people, and I didn't want to say anything behind your back. I make sure I say it on the
Wait till next week. This is just a base.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Calm down.
Hey, this is nothing.
Just don't go too far in too soon.
Yeah,
I want you to baby steps.
I'm gonna look like I'm from Miami by the end of next week.
He's gonna look like George Harrison.
When we come back from
look up George Harrison.
Wait, is it George?
Is it George
Hamilton?
Hamilton.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh,
George Hamilton.
Yeah, I hope to be 2 shades darker by the end of next week. I'll probably go another button loosen another button.
Oh,
come on! No.
Are you dropping a button every?
I may drop another button.
Every layer.
Troy D is going total Key West right now.
Might even start wearing a gold chain.
Please do that.
No.
When are you?
Hold on. Maybe get a tat.
Oh no, a gold chain with like a whale tail or something on the end of it.
I'm not going
as
gold
a charm.
chain. Although we do have a gold chain in the studio.
I think the buttons should go down and the sleeve should come up.
Yeah.
Let's get the guns going.
Yeah. This is What was my rap name? I heard you guys talking about this the other day. Rap names. You were 2 Chans.
2 Chans
over there. You gave me one for a DJ name.
Like
DJ T-Dre.
T-Roy or...
No, well, T-Roy was like a nickname in high school. But T-Dre.
T-Dre is DJ T-Dre.
That was it.
DJ we've already talked about this.
Yeah. This guy, I like this. I'm going to have to bring this down to Atlantic Beach. Here.
Yeah, boy!
That looks pretty good right here.
That would look good with no shirt on.
That would look good with no shirt on. I may take a picture for you.
Watch out, Atlantic Beach.
Yeah, like the white junkyard dog from back in WWF days. All right,
not as white as I used to be, Clip.
Billy might get you. Billy might get you some free breakfast with that thing on. Yeah. Billy's Beach Breakfast.
I mean, look how good it worked for Brian North. He couldn't stop talking about it. He got it for free.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That was the first NIL sign. Brian North for Billy.
We'll work for bagels.
Yeah. Hey, I'm in that same category.
Yeah.
Speaking of NIL, Troy D. So name, image, likeness. Now players can make money, get paid for their name, their image, their likeness. They can be a spokesman for a brand or a local business. They can sign an autograph. Pretty much they can do anything.
Well,
I don't
get
know
paid for it.
What's regulated right now and what's not.
I mean, the floodgates have just opened up wide on this thing. And I think there's so much yet to determine, and I really think the opportunity is endless for a lot of these folks now, especially at these bigger schools. Cliff, I mean, I think there is money making opportunity for some student athletes here at East Carolina, but it's like anywhere. It's not going to be what an Alabama or an SEC football athlete would make.
They could probably make more nationally. I have seen some arguments that with a place like Greenville, maybe you can get more local businesses to.
Correct. I do think there's great opportunities there, and actually, I don't want to get too detailed into it, but yes, I think there will be a number of opportunities for certain student athletes to cash in, so to speak. So, hey, look, it's funny. They forever. Can't do this, can't do that, suspending people for stupid rules. That one person had an Instagram page, and now it's like, do whatever you want. Go crazy. Want to do a car dealer ad? Go for it. Want to get paid for an autograph? Here you go.
Holden Ahlers on Twitter today said he was excited to announce the official launch of his personal faith-based brand, Built When Broken. And he has the website there. You can go to it. You can buy merch. He said that in the next week or so, you can enter in your favorite player on our team's last name and jersey number. This will get that player 10% of whatever the checkout price is. So, just like a good leader and a good QB, he's helping his teammates out.
Yeah, and he's not the only one that might have a brand that wants to print stuff. And I'll just say, if we have any student athletes listening, we have a screen printing business that we also operate called University Sportswear, and we'd be happy to help you and assist you with some of these printing of gear, shirts, hoodies, and different things like that. So if you are a student athlete interested in that, contact us here.
Former Pirate Jaden Gardner tweeted out earlier today. He's with a company now, Troy, and athletes could do a blog, I guess, for free in the past. Now he's going to get paid to do one every week. I don't know how much he's getting paid by a company. There is he's signed with a company. I'll get the name of it. But like you said, I mean, there's so many options for these guys now to go out and do something with the fame and celebrity that they've made while being a college athlete.
Yeah.
He's with stockrisers.com.
Never heard of it.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
So, and you'll probably see a lot of these small businesses, websites, whatever, that don't have any fanfare. Maybe reach out to a college athlete, because you're not going to have to pay them much. You pay them a little bit. And
exactly. Not all these deals are, they're not going to be multi-million-dollar deals. Some are very small.
I'm going to say none of them are going to be multi-million-dollar deals.
But they're, something's better than nothing for a lot of these student athletes. Robert asking a good question on our Facebook Live feed. He said, what if Nike came to an ECU player wanting them to do something, being that ECU is an Adidas school? Now, that might be some type of violation of the contract with the school.
Yeah,
that's an interesting question, Robert.
Yeah.
My assumption is there'll be a few things like that, hey, look, we're an Adidas school. You can't, but I don't know, man. None of this has been tested yet.
They go to Tristan Newton and say, Tristan, we want you to wear the new Jordans for this game on national TV.
I don't think he can make them wear the Jordan, because ECU's giving them the scholarship, and they're the ones that we're providing the shoes. If you want to play basketball for us, you need to wear these Adidas. I'm talking more if they want to say, hey, we want you to post this on your page.
And a Nike
for a Nike ad.
Picture,
yes, or he's when he's not playing for East Carolina, when he's on his free time, can he wear Nikes?
I would,
that type of thing. Hey, look, I'm going to do a deal when he's not in the gym and he's just Tristan Newton, the student. What if Nike came to him? Those are interesting questions.
Is it in the contract with Adidas that says your student athletes cannot post social media posts about another shoe company?
I don't know.
If it's not,
a lot of this is so uncharted waters that this is stuff that's going to come up. I do believe.
Definitely.
But there's a lot there. That's why they have the Sabre Institute.
Sabre, that's right.
There.
Yeah. Do we still have that, Shirley? The
do we
Sabre?
have the?
Is that gone? Probably.
Oh, did you save it? That was funny.
No, I saved it. I just took it off of the of the hotkeys.
But basically, the saber
if you could find it, that would be good. Yeah, we'll run that in a second.
I guess instruct the student athletes on how to
it's
navigate.
ECU's brand that they're trying to go through the School of Business. It's like this. It's
I got
acronym for what? What does it stand for? You guys remember? I don't either.
Oh no,
student athlete. All the letters stand for something.
Yeah.
Here's how it actually got started. I do believe we have some exclusive audio, Shirley, of how it began.
Dunder Mifflin was recently bought by an electronics company named Sabre. They stepped in at the 11th hour, and they saved our asses.
There you go, Sabre.
Thank you,
Michael Scott.
Yeah, and you know, Dunder Mifflin also might have a big marketing budget.
Yeah. We might see one of our athletes there. I don't know. It's again, it's a whole new world. We don't know how it's going to turn out.
And this is the first day of it.
I know.
I mean, it's already been. I'm reading online like there deals going like crazy.
Dave Portnoy has signed like 20 athletes to Barstool athlete contracts.
Yeah, I don't even know what he's signing them for.
I'm sure it's peanuts.
No. I'm saying I think he's just signing them to create news that I was the first person to sign athletes. I don't even think here's $1,000 he's probably giving them just to say they're under Barstool
and
athletes.
A Barstool Athletes T-shirt.
Yeah, we're gonna give you some gear. Here's $1,000, and then I can say we signed all this. I think it's a publicity stunt for him, which is great.
Yeah,
smart idea for a national brand like that. And maybe we'll start signing a bunch of folks.
Pirate Radio athletes.
Yeah, and then you see
they're under the Pirate Radio brand.
Exactly. Yeah. Why not? Why not us? Yes. Probably owe him a little extra juice.
We'll give him a deal, a sweet deal on it.
Jake, sorry about the trivia mishap.
By the way,
spice up your deal.
Tyler Smith will join us 4:00 on Friday, free of charge. So that's good.
Yeah.
I'm wondering about this now, Troy. Like,
see, this is where
we're gonna have to pay to interview these kids now.
I think there's still a fine line. You're covering the program. You're still under scholarship. They're still getting, even if they don't sign any of these extracurricular deals, they're still getting benefits by being a student athlete, especially here at East Carolina. They're still getting cost of attendance. They are getting money, actually, for being separate from the scholarship and food and all the gear that they get. And education, they do get actually paid now already. It's called cost of attendance or whatever. But I think there's going to be obviously still commitments by the university to have to, just like with the coaches, that they do press conferences and there's still media days,
post practice and things like that.
Post games,
but
that stuff.
Could be a scenario where a player signs like an exclusive deal to be on a station or a TV station or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean we'll see.
Yeah, anything's possible.
We know as much as you do at this point as far as how this thing's going to go.
Well, we might know a little bit more.
Do we? I don't know how this thing's going to turn out.
Well, I'm just saying there could be some interesting things in development.
I know. Okay. We're talking about two different things, right?
Yeah, I think we are.
Yeah. Nobody likes cryptic radio talk.
All right. Stop with the cryptic talk.
All right, let's take a time out.
Dumb it down for me, Clip.
You already saw the line for this ECU App State
I
game,
did.
right?
I was stunned.
Yeah.
I thought we would be an underdog. I did not know it would be this big of an underdog.
How much is ECU an underdog against App State? Is this legit? I don't know the answer to that, but I'll tell you what line I saw for the opening game of the 2021 season. Talk more Pirate football when we return on Pirate Radio Live after this.
The Tauber River Bandits are back, and this year we'll have a full season, and all fans are welcome this year. Come watch some of the best collegiate baseball around with over 20 Division I players on this active roster looking to compete at a high level. We have a family-friendly atmosphere, awesome stadium, food and drink specials, plus the coldest beer on the East. Come do something different with the family this summer with the Tarboro River Bandits. 29 home games to choose from. Tickets available at the gate or online at TarboroRiverBandits.com.
Save lives, be a hero, and make $1,000 your very first month donating plasma at Grifols Biomat USA. At Grifols, it adds up fast. New donors can earn up to $1,000 in your very first month. It's the easiest way to make extra money. Start now at Biomat USA, 505 South Memorial Drive, Greenville. Find your donor center at GrifflesPlasma.com. Make up to $1,000 in a month and save lives now at Grifols Biomat USA. A better donor experience and better pay.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory ever. Brand new Adidas is arriving daily, along with Under Armour, Columbia, and Russell Athletic. UBE is loaded with cargo, and new items are being added daily to PirateWear.com. Be sure to check out our children's store, The Crow's Nest, for all of your young pirates. UBE and PirateWear.com, an ECU tradition for 50 years. Go Pirates!
We're midway through bath time, and 2 medium, 2-topping Domino's pizzas for $5.99 each have begun their drive to the Smith's front door. That's a GPS-enabled custom delivery alert, folks. The newest improvement to the Domino's tracker, saying Domino's will be there in 2 minutes. They're calling it audible. Bath time's now rinse time. They've got 1 kid dry, 2 kids dry. The pizzas are here. They made it to the door. The kids are clean enough. The new Domino's tracker with GPS worked again.
2-item minimum. Pan pizza will be extra. Ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, delivery area, and charges may vary.
Have you stopped doing your favorite activity due to chronic aches and pains? Let Eastern Physical Medicine and Rehab help. They provide regenerative injection therapy that can help with osteoarthritis, joint pain, carpal tunnel, and plantar fasciitis. Eastern Physical Medicine and Rehab will help you get back into the groove. Eastern Physical Medicine and Rehab, 2245 Stantonsburg Road, across from the hospital. Call 215-9294 for an appointment today.
At US Cellular, we see our customers as more than just customers. They're neighbors. When you switch to US Cellular, you can get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G for free with no hidden requirements. As a neighbor, you deserve it. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
Does the idea of going to your local U.S. Cellular store make you feel a bit uncomfortable? Tired of the hassle of waiting and wearing a mask? Let Toby Williams and his outside sales team take away that worry. They will come right to your home or office and drop your phone off on the porch or at the front desk for you. Saving you time and worry is what the team at Cellular Warehouse is all about. Call Toby today at 252-799-7051 and let them help you with all of your wireless needs. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
For years, Callie-Ann Phelps has been singing about Phelps Chevrolet.
Phelps Chevrolet is the one for you. Low prices, service too. See the big dealer right away. Carolina's finest, Phelps Chevrolet.
And you'll agree with what Skylar Phelps has to say.
Nobody beats Phelps Chevrolet's prices. Nobody.
The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet. Then come find yours at Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville.
This is Billy Weaver from WITN. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. The Tarboro River Bandits are back. Come experience the best collegiate baseball around this summer. For more information or to purchase tickets, visit TarboroughRiverBandits.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Domino's of Greenville has 3 locations to take care of you. Take advantage of the week-long carry-out deal of all 3 topping pizzas for only $7.99. Order online today at Domino's.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip Brock.
Back with you on Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock, Troy D here. John Bell, Troy D, friend of the show.
Yeah, big fan of John Bell's.
I saw where he tweeted earlier today he has joined his NCGA colleagues in demanding answers from the NCAA on the disqualification of NC State baseball.
Yeah.
So they got a bunch of signatures, and
I hate this. When I saw this with State, I was like, this is something that would so happen to ECU.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, it's kind of I'm not good to see someone else get screwed for a change, but I don't. Hey, welcome to our world, State. This is like stuff we deal with all the time.
This is much bigger than anything ECU's doing.
I know, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, saw that. I don't know what comes of that. Probably.
Nothing.
Well, nothing will come of that.
Yeah.
But Mississippi State, by the way, your college baseball champion.
I saw that, and I was really, honestly, I was glad to see them beat Vanderbilt. At first, I was like, man, if Vanderbilt wins, it's good for ECU because we would say we lost to the national champions. I mean, there's no shame in that. And I mean, obviously, Vanderbilt's a great team, but I hate that our Whistler so bad. I hope their whole program implodes. Seriously, I hope they lose every game for the rest of history. I hate that guy. And I think I am joined by every sport fan in the country.
Yeah, I mean, he has a very low, I don't think he has an approval rating.
No, so I was glad to see them lose just because of him.
Yeah, so take that,
the
Whistler.
Worst fan in the nation, as far as I'm concerned.
There you go.
And there's a lot of crappy fans out there. That's saying something.
But he is number one
on
worst.
my list.
Okay.
Awful.
All right, Troy, ECU Appalachian State. Do you know how many days we are? You don't have to come in here, Chandler.
Oh, we don't get the full
We can, but I don't think Chandler has the board ready. We haven't done it in so long.
Man.
How many days away are we from kickoff? He doesn't know.
You don't even know?
Yeah.
Man, we've really dropped the ball in this segment.
You do know?
It's 63 days.
63 days away.
63.
Man.
It's getting close.
Next time you're on a show, Troy, we're going to be in the 50, close to the 40s.
I mean, that's like really close.
I know.
It's like a month away.
It's like scary close.
I know.
All right.
That's why I said, I love July 4th. Take a little bit of time off, but by the time you come back, it's literally like football season.
Man.
No, like in the past like 5 or 6 years, July 4th is kind of like the kickoff of getting into that feeling of football because training camp for NFL is about to start up.
Yeah.
Fall camp for college football will be in a month, August 1st.
Everybody's undefeated.
We'll have kickoff in September.
Oh, I know. I feel like it's like summer's over by the time July 4th ends. It's like back to school's early in August nowadays for a lot of folks.
So summer Troy has a run of like 4 days.
I got it. And
you better get it in quick.
I'm gonna take it for early July. Yeah.
All right. I saw the first line today. Somebody sent this to Igoe from a website. And
now, what website was this? Because is this a legit website? Or is this some dude in his mom's basement putting this out?
Sportsbetting.ag. So I haven't seen it anywhere else. So take it for what it's worth.
All right.
But either way, the line was shocking. The line was Appalachian State minus 13.5.
Yeah. Pirates almost a 2-touchdown underdog in this game.
I was thinking App State minus 2.5 or 3.
Man, I really think App State is a must-win for ECU if we're going to get to 6 wins. I don't see the road to 6 wins if you lose that first one against App State.
It's a swing game. I'm
not saying the season's over. There's still a lot to play for, I guess. But
the path to 6.
The path to 6 goes through App State, in my opinion. Now, if they lose to App State and somehow bounce back against South Carolina, that's a game changer. But I don't see how you beat South Carolina if you don't beat App State.
Yeah, you need to go 2-2 at the very, very worst.
Yeah,
in those non-conference games, and Charleston Southern's a win.
It is a really crucial game for ECU, and it will set the tone as far as I'm concerned for the season.
Yeah, and you come back that next week, have your home opener in South Carolina, then on the road at Marshall. Those first 3 games,
I mean, that's
crucial.
Tough.
Troy D.
It's a tough slate right there.
Crucial
stretch.
It's
a tough slate.
It's a tough start to the season.
They're good teams, Jeff.
That they are. Troy, enjoyed it.
This was fun.
Have a fantastic July 4th.
Yes, you too. I'm going to go work on my tan. And I hope to come back even darker.
All right. Good luck with all that. John Moody, as we leave today, says, Clip, can you imagine? Hey, Troy, could you imagine, Troy? Pirates beat App State, beat South Carolina.
Oh, my God.
Beat Marshall.
3-0? Could you imagine a 3-0 start?
Could you imagine?
No, I can imagine me like losing my mind. Because I'd go full like head first in the deep end mode. I think, at that point.
Yeah, the Mike Houston statue.
If we go 3-0,
Holden Naylor's Heisman.
3-0, it's incredible.
You had James Summers Heisman, and we were like 3-2. So
yeah,
heck, we're 3-0.
Oh, we're 3-0. I might put a tattoo of Holton Naylor's on my shoulder or arm,
Who's paying for what?
Well, it would be a temporary henna tattoo, but a tattoo nonetheless.
How's that work in name, image, likeness if you get a Holden Naylor's tattoo? I don't know.
He pays me.
There you go. All right, we'll be back with you Friday, 3 o'clock. Tyler Smith going to join us on the show. We're going to start our NFL fan previews, Troy, and how about the old knuckleheads, as Brian Bailey would say? Brian Meador and Greg Pierce will be on talking Cowboys on Friday.
Saw Brian Bailey today at lunch. RV, Ronald Vincent, Marvin Jarman. A lot of celebrities over at Tiebreakers today.
Big Friday show on tap.
Have a great holiday.
You do the same. Shirley, Chandler, we'll see you folks tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. So long, everybody.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation.